everyone, and welcome to the Albarian, where we play TTRPGs and have a hoot. Today we are, oh my gosh, I'm getting myself over again. I forgot to turn off the browser. Hey! We are playing the TTRPG system of the SCP. Hey! We're going to have some spooks. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a hoot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, we're going to have fun. Let's introduce the players, starting with the clockwise pattern that everyone's going to get so used to during this mini-series. That one. Vaughn.
Hello, I'm Vaughn, and I'm going to be playing as one of the victims.
Expendables. You're not victims, so that's the D class.
Everyone's a victim, really.
Slightly less expendable.
Ingfei.
Hoi! I'm Ingfei, also a VTuber technically, but hi! I'm not expendable, but I think I am.
You're not.
That's sad. Brando.
Hi. Yeah, I'm the jiggly one. How's it going? I don't know.
Good job.
Back to where I was.
Hi, I'm Catherine's Chaos, or just Cat. I hope I'm not expendable. I have no idea.
Everything's so debatable, isn't it? What's up, right time?
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right. I am Agent Chance. It's nice to meet y'all. I'm gonna try not to die tonight.
Try as they may, as they all might want to. We have a couple little announcements before I have the chance of murdering all the wonderful PC characters. Tomorrow is the wonderful Chronicles of Nathriel, where you'll get all the other wonderful announcements that are pertinent for the entire week. That is at 3 PM MT. That's it. Because I want to torture these people quickly. Intro time.
It is open, my friends. While tours have yet to begin, laughter will be heard in gales and floods, but not at least there will be blood. Sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Director Murray, and where we start our Addendum 13 today is with the formation of this MTF crew. They've been together for roughly about a week now, traveling on a boat from one location to another. They've never been told where they were, where exactly they're going, but now they find themselves on a boat, traveling deep into the sea. You've been on the boat for 2 whole days. Let's see, who do we want to start with? Why not? Vaughn. Or Davin. Where are you? Give us a description of your character and where you would be.
Most likely probably in the medical facilities of this boat. Making sure everything's top-notch, assisting anyone who needs assistance, and doing what duties he's required.
Seeing about the regular procedures you have after your lunchtime period. Just making sure everything's in order, neat, tidy, as everything should be. There's a little rough sea, so a few of the things have been misaligned. One of the drawers looks like it got a little loose. You might have to make a maintenance order. Oh, it's a civilian ship. Never mind. They have to worry about that, not you. Rook. Who are you? What do you look like? Where are you at?
I am a small twig of a person. Born with the lovely genetics of albinism. And I am currently hiding in the kitchen making food. Preparing snacks.
Preparing snacks. It's after lunch, so at this point, the kitchen crew, basically just one guy, who you've probably gotten to know fairly well. What's his name?
George.
George the cook. He's been cooking on this ship for 5 years? No, 7. He's a little older. But he's off eating. He lets you do whatever you want inside the kitchen. What are you making?
Probably just like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
PB&Js, great.
Yep.
Excellent.
I am a child at heart. I am a child borderline. Amongst everybody else here, I'm probably the youngest.
Maybe true. Brando? Or Harvey?
Harvey, I guess he would definitely still be just sitting around in his own little quarters, reading a book, looking out the porthole. Kind of keeping to himself.
What you reading?
He'd be reading up on a SCP dossier, specifically 553.
Rather disturbing reading material for after lunch. Quietly rocked back and forth inside your cot, just flipping through the dossier on this data pad you have. Jan.
Jan is 5'5", blonde-haired, average-looking person wearing like office worker type, like business casual clothes. And she would currently be in the sort of like communal hangout area, reading a book, and then probably have like a notepad next to her with like a to-do list for the day on it, with little things checked off and stuff. But this is break time after lunch, so
Taking a little break for yourself. Good job, Jan. Little self-care. That's never a bad idea. Chance, where are you?
Oh, I'm spending all day in my quarters listening to show tunes.
Any in particular?
Nah, just kind of whatever is on the vinyl.
Oh god. Flipping through what vinyls you have, the personal possessions you were able to bring along with you. The rest are being shipped, whatever pets you might have. They're following after you. Your luggage and everything else. All you know is that eventually you will be arriving at a location where you will be embarking on yet another stage of this journey. Few of you have already been on 2 planes, 1 other boat, 4 cars. They've had you harried all over the place. There's a quiet popping as the intercom of this vessel comes to life. And you hear the captain over it. Destination scene. We're about an hour out. All people over transporting. Just get your stuff and get ready to get off. Pops out. Well, you've got an hour. And your random little things you might want to accomplish in an hour.
What time is it?
Roughly 2-ish
AM? PM?
PM. After lunch.
Okay. I guess I'll lounge in the common area with my stuff.
Jan will go pack up her stuff from her quarters.
Davin is going to write a note, which he's going to plaster to the door of the medical area, notifying them that there is a loose drawer, and then do the same and take it to the common area.
I'm gonna make as many sandwiches as I can. My stuff's already been packed. I never unpacked.
I'm going to just basically leave my room. Most of my stuff is already in my backpack. I just pick that up, take the branch first, and just take the quickest path while still reading the dossier.
Excellent. Along the way. You know what? I may as well ask for a random little roll here. Because I can. Why not? Let's have Harvey. Harvey, give me a fate roll. And let's attach it to your gambling gaming.
So there'll be... I can pick 4, right? I just gotta...
Yep.
Okay,
4
3.
from your fate stat. So the way this system works, everyone, is their stats are dice pools. They get to choose 4 of dice from their pool and then roll those. Then they they take the 2 highest rolls, not the 2 highest dice, the 2 highest rolls, add those together, and that's their roll. And they add whatever modifications they have in accordance to their trees of skills, abilities, and knowledge. No, it is not in Fate. Fate is one of their abilities.
Got a 7.
7.
No additional modifiers because...
Not trained in that, okay. So you've got the 7, you are not trained, you have a 0 in the level, so what you do now is you roll a d6, and you add that to your decimal point.
Oh, d6, d6. Yep.
Roll a d6.
Yep. I got a 6.
Nice! Add that to your decimal point, now you are skilled in it. While you're reading your datapad, you've got your backpack around your shoulder and walking through these tight corridors. You run into, or nearly run into, Rook. I'd like you to give me a dodge block to avoid this person who's just walking down the alleys of this closed-quartered ship and is not looking at where they're going.
Dex. Okay, so we'll pull.
Not you, Harvey, just Rook.
Okay.
Oh.
One explosion. $18.3.
18.3. With this stack of sandwiches, you manage to skid to a halt as this person walks right past you. Harvey, do you notice the person that is centimeters away from you as you walk past?
Yeah, PB&J is on you, right?
Mm-hmm. Wrapped.
I wrapped, yeah. I don't think he would notice.
That's actually true.
PB&Js were the determining factor.
Yeah, no, the Harvey is food driven and is very non-confrontational with people, so if he knows that the person exists, he will try not to interact, and he'll just keep moving on. As long as they don't need anything from him, hopefully.
Okay.
Just glad you didn't.
Not in a mean way.
I have a random question.
Mm.
Would we have been allowed to bring cell phones with?
Oh.
You would have been allowed to.
When we all convene back together, Jan's gonna come in going, does anybody else have cell phone service? Because I don't have any cell phone service right now. And I wanted to check into my cousin who just got married.
Well, we're in the middle of the water, Jan. There's no cell towers anywhere nearby. Unless you've got a satellite phone, you're not going to get any service until we're somewhere where there might be cell phone towers.
Yeah, they say rural Caribbean.
You got a point. Okay. Puts her phone away.
I mean, I turned my cell phone off because...
I look up for my dossier, and I don't like cell phones. Looks back down.
As
Brooke just
allowed.
kind of pulls out a broken phone.
I think we might be here.
Destination, everyone on the back.
Yep.
Pick up things and head to the deck.
I
I will
just kind
follow.
of follow in line.
Mm-hmm.
All following
Jan's
in,
gonna be like looking every which way.
following in tow, Jan,
Observing
you
him.
can see there's a very darkened cloud off in the distance. There's no sign of land, and it's already clouded over enough. But just off in one direction, it's really thick. But in front of the ship is what looks to be an oil rig of some kind. Not too large. There's nothing coming from it. Doesn't look like it's in any operations. But you can clearly see there are 3 figures just standing waiting at the base of a ladder. What's the word? Metal. Wow. A metal ladder that leads down to where the boat would be going up to.
Damn.
A simple word, right?
Yeah, I do that all the time. It's always the simplest words.
Jan's
We're
gonna
to descend.
You go up, you don't go down. The boat's smaller
We
than
go
how
up?
tall the platform is. Platform's taller than the boat.
Ascend the ladder.
Yeah,
Oh.
You ascend up the ladder.
Always Jan going to do.
Jan's gonna go start walking up the ladder and going, "Hi, I'm Jan. We just got here. How are you doing today?"
What are you wearing, Jan?
Like business casual. A white shirt, which is not a very sensible thing to do, but like white button up and like, you know, not nice dress pants, but nice-ish pants and
Dress pants. Okay, good.
mhm,
Good.
mhm.
Davin will offer the ladder to everyone else.
I just kind of walk past and just start climbing. I put the dossier into my backpack before I start, though.
The woman standing at the top, flanked by these 2 figures in either side, they are both equipped with what look to be MP5s, other protective gear. These are clearly security officers, especially from the badges that say security officer and have their names on it and their security level. But standing before you is... What is her name? Like an idiot, I think I closed that tab. I did. Good job, me. Way to think ahead, me. Ah! Short-haired, blonde woman, fairly curly, wavy curls, kind of darkens as it goes deeper into the hairline. The badge on her says Security Level 3. Owie! Chief Security Officer, Annie Bell. She looks at you, Jan, as you are approaching. Jan, if I understand the dossiers correctly, she offers out her hand to shake.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Sure. Everyone else behind you?
I believe
There
we
should
are.
be.
Chance will probably go up last because he's slow. Well,
I'm packing my sandwich
climbing.
first.
I'm there trying to fiddle with my cigarette, pulling it out.
It'd be Harvey.
I'm in
then,
no rush to get off this boat.
Harvey, then Davin, then probably Rook and Chance after.
yeah, I'm trying to carry my duffel bag with, my rifle in it. So
Little difficulties. When you all eventually do get up, she'll almost impatiently tap her feet. Alright. We've got another 6 hours of journeying. Any questions you have will be answered along the way. I'll be giving you a brief. Come this way. And she quickly pivots on her feet and begins marching.
Davin starts to pick up his pace as well in the same manner that she seems to be going quickly, just so that he keeps up with her.
I kind of just forget about it, put it back in my pocket, and just gruntily follow them.
Jan's gonna turn to whoever is next to her and go, "Oh, it's a brief. This is exciting."
Which is probably Rook, who just looks at you like you've grown a third head, rolls their eyes, and walks on, probably eating a sandwich.
She's gonna turn to whoever's behind her and been like, "She must have been in a lot of briefs before."
Crazy.
Keep on going.
oh, this is gonna be a fun time, eh? Y'all are the real interesting type.
Interesting. And you really do have an eye for interesting, then.
Well, I mean, it's not every day you end up in a party with an honest albino.
What? I look over and just barely realize that they have the white skin, red eyes, and I go, oh.
How
Look at
closely
sex.
do you look at my eyes?
I don't look too closely. I just glance at your whole everything, up and down. Give it a once over, basically. The main thing I remember about you is because on the boat, he does love snacks, food, sweets, coffee, and so anytime he would smell it, he would always go over, try and get a snack, and walk away. Just not.
I'd share.
Yeah,
As long as you don't start asking me questions about me.
he wouldn't. As long as you don't start asking questions about him.
As long as you're not Jan.
Yeah. If you're Jan, it's a different story.
You reach the other end of the platform, with the security officers both in tow behind your entire group at this point. And just on the other side, down another ladder, is what looks to be the... what's it called? Breached. A breached submarine that's at the top of the waters right now. And the hatch having been opened.
I hope
After you
nobody's
all-
claustrophobic.
I
Davin,
kind
head
of,
down.
Hate
As
this
indicated.
job!
as we're going, I kind of take a good look at it, try and see what may have made these marks.
Marks?
You said, oh wait, no, it's just like
breached, as
opened.
in breached from the water, as in when a whale breaches.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. That's
That's
English
just brain
language.
into like not knowing. Yeah, breach. Hmm.
I knew what he meant, but I'm a boat nerd, so.
I've played Sea of Thieves once.
Traveling down the ladders into the hatch, it is a pretty cramped vessel. especially with 5 of you crawling in there. The security officers who are behind you, they don't follow. They stay on top.
Looks like we all get to be pretty cozy together, huh?
I immediately start like trying to get over towards a wall, trying to like create a little bit of distance. He doesn't like the cramped spaces that he's in already.
Did the security officer follow us?
Are we? I look up. Are we going under? Like
And he looks over at
down.
you. Yes, we are. Hold
Um,
something on the side, and there's a zing, zing, up in the front.
Immediately hands over his lighter and cigarettes. Like, take these away from me right now before I do something stupid.
Gladly,
Get
she
him
takes
here.
them both away from you. Puts them in one of her pockets. All right.
Can I have them back when we get on land, though?
On land? Certainly. Sure. I'll give them back to you.
Where are the emergency exits?
Here, and nowhere, because if this thing goes bad, we'll be dead in an instant and not existing anymore, so don't worry about it.
I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Rook does not look okay.
Roll me a resist distress. Oh yeah, and I can change this now.
Ooh, that's,
Ooh.
um... 23.9.
Okay. Despite being fairly claustrophobic, especially not liking these tight spaces, you have been on places before. You know how to handle situations like this, but it doesn't take away from how genuinely uncomfortable being this close to these many people at once, especially after trying to avoid most of the people and having the kitchen to yourself because George is being gracious that way. Yeah. But deep breaths do eventually come, and calmed motions eventually arrive. And that ringing that built up inside your ears for that brief moment of panic attack just starts to settle down. Didn't realize it was there until you start hearing Annie speak out with, "Alright, what do you all actually know?"
I look her dead in the eyes. Jack squat. We were just brought here.
I don't tell you anything great.
I can tell you a
Would
dang
we
thing.
know much?
Do they ever tell anybody anything?
No, but you know, one of these days you might hope.
The 05 giving us information.
I mean, they
Careful
put
you don't say
information
that
in
around the
paperwork
director.
after.
Pardon?
Well, alright, then. Okay. We're going to the bottom of the ocean. Mariana Trench, to be precise. There's a site location down there. That number's been redacted. That needs an MTF, and you are the lucky lot, which means I will be introducing you to your home. However, you're not going to have much time to settle down, because as soon as you get there, I've already been told by the director of task forces that he'll be sending you out immediately. You got 30 minutes to drop your stuff off and then report to HQ. Then he'll give you the rest of the brief and what you're handling. Oh, what could I say? You know, I'm not really entirely sure. Other than you'll be the first MTF to actually walk you into whatever this is. And gather the information for us. We've been using D-Class until now, but apparently that's getting a little too expensive.
Expensive? Start to worry a little bit.
The budgeting worksheets are very complicated.
It's not the personnel, it's the equipment they're required, or they need, to get to where they're going. It takes roughly 3 months to manufacture and about $2 billion. D-Class, they have like a monthly expenditure of like $5,000. So, it's equipment we're worried about.
No. Could I roll like an occult to see if I might know anything about the Marianas Trench?
Sure! Give me an occult SCP lore roll.
Can more than one of us do that?
You sure
Yeah, I
can.
was gonna ask the same
Yeah,
question.
if you all would
Excellent.
like to
Thank
do
you
that,
very
you can
much.
go ahead and do that.
Can
Why
it
not?
be three of these? And one of those. Where is one of those? There's one of those. Okay. So pick draw this number. 2 of them.
Should have put more points into
That'll
this.
be these 2.
Exploding.
Me too.
It's a D10 exploding.
This system is an exploding dice
2d12s.
system, everyone. When you roll a
my
maximum
number.
number on your dice, it explodes to the next set and you add that dice to your dice pool, still in the end choosing only the 2 highest rolls. Damage does not explode, thank goodness. For everyone.
There we go.
I rolled
What are
poorly.
results? Right, Hack, what'd you get? Going
I
reverse order,
had-
sorry.
Okay, I have a 7.2.
7.2. Chaos? Or, I
A
should be saying character names.
22.1.
22.1. Okay, that's noteworthy. Harvey.
Whoa, I got a 15.
15. That's still noteworthy.
Yahoo.
But Jan, God, 22. Rook.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a 7, even with my -2.
That's so sad. I'm sorry.
It is
Davin.
1 point.
18.3.
Ooh. Okay, well I know how Darby. Darby.
No.
First one.
Ship
ship
name.
name.
First one of the day. First one of the day. Here we go.
I'm
Really
start
getting
drawing
started
this
now.
Hold up, my kettle's
Gotta let the
boiling.
squeaks go through. Anyone need tea? Okay. That's how we'll have breaks, everyone. We'll just make sure Inkfei laughs and starts squeaking. We'll have some breaks. There we go. We needed another one.
Ink phase, literally the
I
steam
joke.
release valve.
Oh, water. Yes, thank you.
Steam,
And
yeah,
the pressure
off on the
valve.
side.
Got it.
There's a pressure valve just going off. I really need to oil
Uh-oh.
that.
Oh.
Why is there a steam valve on a submarine? I am not.
You don't want to
concerned.
ask.
No, I don't.
Harvey and Davin. I shipped your names together. The two of you will know through your own means. Harvey, most likely, because you just flip through dossiers and you read them for fun, where you have security clearance too, of course. There is one that would have come by your attention. Davin, you probably, for the medical reasons, you might have been refreshing your memories on certain things, trying to get attention or gather what attention has come to the medical field for recent developments. There we go, that's what I'm trying to say. There was something going on near the location of the Mariana Trench. You couldn't fully get the location, it was always redacted. But it's only been popping up ever since the last 3 weeks. For you, Jan, your last office job, had a privy to a few more documents. You didn't technically have security clearance to them, but you needed to pass them by for your boss. there was an immediate shipment of some redacted material being shipped to these locations. And it was being done in a hurry. And with some personnel movements, you could see that there were some well-known names. I say well-known. More noteworthy people being reassigned.
Jan's gonna go like, wait, I remember hearing about this when I was in HR, and like convey that information to everybody.
Right.
What?
Or was I not supposed to? I'm sorry. I don't remember how classified the document I was reading was. So I'm sorry if that was classified information.
I
I'm
understand why
still-
she was transferred out of HR.
Oh, you got that too,
I
eh?
try to like restrain from chuckling, knowing that it would not be good.
Well, I'm here for the next 4 hours with you. Do you have any questions? I am the Chief Security Officer, if you have any questions on that. Not that you'll be spending much time on base.
Mm. Harvey is just getting more and more apprehensive about the situation.
Well, if you don't have any questions. Your
Do you
ship
want a
was an hour late.
PB&J?
He looks over with wide eyes because he hasn't eaten all morning. He's just barely realizing this. How much? He just slowly inches closer to grab the PB&J and just kind of puts it into his coat. He doesn't want to eat it in front of everyone, but he knows he's very hungry.
Chance is looming with interest now that we're discussing sandwiches.
Thank you, by the way.
Sandwiches, anybody?
And he takes one. Starts eating. Savor it. This is probably the best food you'll have for a long time.
Wait, what? And Chance has already eaten his.
Brett Harvey pulls his out, just immediately starts munching on it like, okay, I see where this is going.
What assignments were you all on before?
Harvey looks up and immediately just starts covering his head. Continues to eat.
This is my first one. After HR, of course.
Chatty bunch.
It's classified.
I don't know how much of my stuff I'm supposed to discuss or not. I mean, they say most of it's classified, but it's mostly boring stuff as far as I can see.
Oh, come on, we're in the ocean in the middle of nowhere.
I was just assigned to a basic civilian location as a medic, so this is technically my first proper assignment with the Foundation.
Oh, I killed a big purple people leader in a plane once. Does that count?
Flying one?
No, the people leader wasn't flying, but the plane was.
Cannibal on an airplane.
I'd love to hear about
Count.
that story. We should talk about that later.
That was more of a snake.
We've got 4 hours. We should talk about that now.
You'd have to
Have
go
you been
and
on?
you'd have to go read the paperwork. I think most of it's redacted.
Hey, you got a tablet, don't you?
But I have... I just want to keep doing rolls, I'm sorry. But would I have known that he... By reading...
Did... Let's go with no.
Okay.
Jan's gonna look at the lovely person that we've been talking to that unfortunately Kat forgot the name of, and
Annie.
Annie, and go, hey Annie, have you been on any assignments before? Do you have any stories for us?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a... What's it called? Well, I don't know which one it was. SCP... Big scary creature. Tore my leg off. She taps on her leg and you hear a ting ting.
I kind of look at my arm. Just rub it a little bit.
Jan goes
Davin
wide-eyed.
Davin will look over, or will look up from the notes he's been writing and say, "You move very swiftly on that leg." And then go back to writing notes.
Thanks. Feels natural now.
Do they
Could've gotten
attach it to
regrown,
like
but-
a bone?
Is
it like-
no? It's detachable.
Oh, okay.
Do you
I didn't
get
know it was
those, like,
foundations or something? Go ahead.
Phantom pains?
At the start, yeah. These days, not so much. I will still cuss, though, whenever I stub my toe on my fake leg.
Sometimes
Jan will
itching
start
helps
laughing.
too. Does he?
Rook is doing their best to kind of fall into the background. They don't want any part of this conversation.
Little General Jibba Jabba goes around. General Jibba Jabba. I can say that perfectly fine, but I can't say names fine? Come on now.
You just had to give us our first ship name.
I did.
As
I
we
did.
got off the ship and in a sub.
Into a sub. Eventually, the small viewports you do have, I mean, they may only be a couple of inches in diameter here. The light coming from them does sink away to nothing as the sub sinks lower and deeper into the depths of the sea. You can feel the pressure build from the sub, from your ears having that need to pop. And eventually, if you are lucky enough, you do get them to. After about 5 hours total, the viewports start to light up again. And for any who look through them, you begin to see light pouring from these lamps down at the bottom of the sea. Big, tall, stadium-styled lights. Everything looks to be of a normal design, but it's at the bottom of the ocean here, the bottom of the Mariana Trench, still surviving all this pressure. You don't know how they did it, but they clearly did it, because it's a fairly large base. And it's well lit. And if you need fuel for your mind, you can look up the Abyss. Look up their sea base. It's like a series of intertwined tube, or you can think of what goes onto Mars. That would be the same equivalency as well. Dome-shaped features all rounded around for the surface area and tension. And the ship, your submarine, seems to go underneath, eventually to rise up. Inside a moon pool in the base. And if you don't know what a moon pool is, it's a small segment of water that doesn't actually flow into the base because of pressure and physics. And you can still dive into the water.
Oh,
And
are we exiting?
yes, and he looks you on. All right, time to get out. Climbs up this metal ladder to the top, and you hear the. Then her climbing down again. Good luck. Have fun. We're gonna go pick up the boys.
Yep, Davin will head up.
Jan's also gonna hit him. Looking around all wide-eyed. I'm like, oh, this
Right.
is so cool.
I asked Rook, hey, do you have any more sandwiches? Can I have one? Thank you. Yeah, I probably tuck it into my coat, and then I go up.
You know, I never got my my saturation diving certificate. I don't know if I'm qualified to do all this. And I'm just gonna
I
go
took
up
scuba
last.
class. Oh, sorry.
Oh god.
Yeah, if you say that inside the submarine still, with her still in it, she just looks at you and smiles. Up you go.
Jan's gonna go. I took a scuba diving class a couple summers ago. I can give you some pointers. Don't worry.
Have fun.
We're all gonna die.
Probably from the bends.
I go through. Making sure I was the last one.
After Rook leaves, she pokes her head out again, with the two security officers coming up to you, well, the entire group, and gives you one final goodbye of, try not to die.
I really don't like how she said that.
The security officers will guide you to the quarters, the crew quarters. You're all given your own individual rooms, and you're informed you have 30 minutes before they will be gathering you up again and taking you to the headquarters for your debriefing for your first mission. They're cozy, comfortable bed. You've got your own data port inside. Strangely enough, your entire quarters area, where you are located, has its own fabricator. So if there's any credits that you have, you can expend and fabricate your goods there. Other than that, though, looks like the only way out of this place is a nice 5-hour journey to the surface, with another couple of days' journey via boat. Welcome to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. You're all in the same area for the next 30? Anything you'd like to do?
I immediately go look to see if there's coffee. Like I go to like the closest thing that they have to a mess hall.
There would be equivalents. It's like a dorm room where you're at. You got your own separate rooms, but a little snacky kitchenette type area. All inside a nice convenient location. If you try to leave the area, one of the security guards will inform you that you have 30 minutes in this location before they guide you to the next spot. No separation.
Okay, so I can't.
If we have half an hour, I would like to clean and lubricate my assault rifle.
Restraint is a thing. Phrasing. Cleaning, lubricating your rifle, making sure your ammunition's all in order.
Mm-hmm. Making sure my mags are all loaded. I have quite a few of them for spares, actually. Oh, wait, no, I don't. How much actually are spare mags? Those were something not listed.
No, they're not listed in the book either. Let's call it 10.
Okay.
Huh?
I have
Oh.
I have 3 at the moment. I'll pick some up later.
You have a fabricator.
I spent all my money.
You have no money. That is unfortunate.
I have 10 credits. I take that back.
You can get yourself an extra mag.
I'll do that.
Hang on, actually, we have
Davin is going to deposit his materials and put on his person only that which he needs for this debriefing. And then wait in the common area for the 30 minutes to be up.
Because one of the things I want to try and do is go get a pen and paper. So I go over to the fabricator and get those ready.
Yeah, you can easily fabricate just a pad and paper
Yeah.
in that time frame.
Sorry, this was a mechanic we didn't really do before. I had a 0.0 in the occult. There's something I was supposed to do with that.
Yeah, roll 6. Roll a d6 and add that to your decimal point. Yeah, any of your skills, any of your abilities, the proficiencies,
Skills,
that's what they're called.
Knowledge is
And
yes or no?
knowledge. Yes, on knowledge as well. If you don't have anything in your level, you'll be rolling that d6 and adding it to the decimal point.
I forgot to do that for resist distress on session 0.
But you wouldn't have, because we weren't doing anything for any of that during session 0, because we weren't actually using the characters, we were just using the character sheets. That's why we skipped that stage.
Ah.
Yeah, nice try.
Would have been nice to have something temporary, especially since I had my modifier wrong.
We
It's only
skipped it.
-1.
It's okay. You're fine. You didn't... No one perspired during session 0.
As I was... no comment.
Jan, when you get into your room, you put your bag down, and there is a...
Gonna
As-
investigate.
Darting around it, getting underneath the desk inside your room, is this mangy-ish ginger-furred cat.
How good am I with animals? One sec. Not terrible. She's gonna lean down and bring out her hand and go, "It's okay, buddy. You're so cute. Come here."
Oh, that boy's angry.
He's angry. Sorry.
She's gonna go, okay. You can stay there. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Runs out of your room real quickly. Goes into the common area, jumps around. Eventually, it makes its way into Chance's room.
Oh shit, I hope he's not too angry.
Jan probably would have like followed looking and being like, "Is this cat okay? Why is there a cat on a submarine or in a whatchamacallit thing that we're on?"
Underwater base.
Thank you. That thing.
Oh, you know how bad mice would be down here? You get a couple of them here, you never get rid of them. Oh, that turned Irish.
Yeah, it did.
Not supposed to roll my R's on this accent.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
He's from Minnesota.
Yeah. I suck at accents, sorry.
I do too. It's fine.
It's alright.
Jan is
Practice
from
makes
Montana,
perfect.
but I can't do a Montanan accent, so imagine. But she's gonna look at Chance and be like, "Is it your cat?"
I suppose it is now. I don't think I'm gonna get him out of there without getting cut up. Did he still have all of his claws?
I don't know if I got a look. He did want to show them, but he was very quick with the. She's making gestures.
He wouldn't really make too good of a mouser if he didn't have them, so I think I'm just give him a wide berth. I don't really feel like losing all my blood.
He's got the attitude for it, though, and that's what matters.
Time's up.
Jan is gonna rush over because the cat distracted her from actually getting stuff done.
Chance is just going to rapidly reassemble his assault rifle.
Couple of seconds.
I just
Very impressive.
Yeah, Davin's already ready, so
I'm probably falling right behind him.
like a good ex-marine.
I'm also going to put my armor on because we might need some of these combat equipment items. I feel like we're going into the frying pan.
We're going into a debriefing.
Yes, but I mean, after the debriefing, frying pan.
I'm pretty sure we'll be coming back here to get our stuff before jumping into the frying pan then.
It's always good to be prepared, though.
That's why I never take off my backpack.
Sorry, were you all thinking, you're ready to leave, yeah? We've got, you're expected in HQ. One of the security guards. He looks a little squirrely for his position, but he's still there. I would suggest actually coming in prepared. Candy doesn't usually like to give people much time.
Jan's gonna go, oh shoot, do you mind if I grab something real quick then?
Yeah, we'll give you like 2 seconds. He doesn't like waiting either. Make it quick.
I just pat my backpack and pat my holster that don't ever leave anything.
Jan's gonna run and grab her backpack and run back over. And probably, like, you know, trip if there's, like, the weird, like, doorway things, like, that are on, you know, underwater things where
Yeah.
there's the ledge on the bottom. She's gonna, like, slightly trip on a couple of them because she isn't prepared to walk over it.
Stumble a little bit.
Chance is going to leave his toolbox in his room since there's going to be really nothing in here he's going to use in this situation. Except the road flares. He's going to take the road flares with him.
Not bad.
Yep, I'm just gonna arm myself with my stuff and then grab it. It's all ready to go anyway.
Chalk, compass, mirror. I don't think I need those in an underwater base too much.
After you've gathered everything you want, make sure you mark what you're leaving behind inside the rooms. You won't have those with you wherever you're going. The security guards will take all of you to the debriefing room. Immediately inside the middle, just in the center, you hear the dialogue little cues of electronics going off here and there in the background. But the center draws your attention as it is a large rounded table with a holographic image projected in the middle. There's a building currently being shown. A rather large 6-story, hotel. Looks to be of an intricate kind of design. Beautiful arches on some of the rows. But when you go down, the window structure changes progressively. Who would like to give me an architecture roll?
Always try.
Architect.
Yeah, I'm willing to try.
I'm going to try
Yeah.
just because it's 0.
Yeah, I would like to try as well.
Give it a
So-
shot, because if it's 0, then you can actually add something to it.
Uh-huh.
Mine is also 0. But
Then I can
I
spend
got the
EXP.
intelligence. Wait,
Luck rolls.
4 dice. 4 dice.
Oh, that actually ain't too bad.
Mm.
Alright, so then a D6 and you add that as the point to the decimal?
Yep. To the decimal.
Alrighty. Aye, that ain't bad at all. And that decimal adding is permanent, is it not?
It is permanent, but you do not add it to this roll. It is after you conclude the maths of this roll.
Okay. So in that case, that's just a flat. That's still not bad, even with that.
Vaughn, what'd you get?
14.
14. Rook, I should go character names.
14.
14. Harvey?
16.6.
16.6. Jan?
10.
10. Nice. Chance?
Also 10.
Also 10. Less so on Chance and Jan. It takes you a little bit more time to figure it out, but it's different time periods. Each architectural style fits in a different time period. It changes. With the lowest one being the most modern, what you would expect to see in today's era. When you all enter, a beefier looking man, he's quite broad in shoulders, broad in arms. It looks like he's probably a bodybuilder, if anything. Bald on the head, very shined and oiled. Looks up at you and, oh good, you finally arrived. You're 2 minutes late. I expect better punctuality in the future. I'm the director of I'm the director of task forces here, so I am your boss. So make sure you're on time next time. It's alright, they've just arrived after a very trying, I'm sure, and tiring submarine. Hello. There's a skinnier man next to him, grayed inside his hair, hunched over, very, very closed in on himself with his posture. I'm the director here. I oversee all facility operations. If you have any questions, be sure to schedule an appointment. I'll be sure to listen to everything. My name is Simon Zirin. I only wanted to meet you all in person. But I do need to be going. I won't be here for the brief. Did you find your quarters all right? Everything settled in?
Everything is as it should be.
Good.
Seems
Good.
Huh?
Excellent. Well, I would say good luck, but Candy here's rough. Just bear with it. And he walks off, starts walking out the door, passing you all. Alright, let's get to it. In 30 minutes, you're leaving. This is your designation. Yes, it's a hotel. And yes, it's at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. How did it get here? We don't know. That's why we're sending you. We want to know what it is, why it's here, and what's going on with it. We have sent 2 D-Class personnel in before you, neither of which have come back. Both of which we lost contact roughly 30 minutes before visual sight of them walking through the front doors. Any piece of information you can bring back to us will be valuable. And if you can get those suits back, all the better. To get there, you will be entering into a high-tech device where you can survive the water pressure. Don't ask me how it works, that's for the maintenance crew. I just know it does. It's about a 3-hour walk, so be ready for that. By the time you get there, hopefully, it'll just be 6 p.m. Do you need to know anything else?
Do you have anything to hold our firearms and possessions that aren't waterproofed?
They will fit inside compartments, limited spacing, so you cannot bring much.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Investigate, gather info, and collect previous materials.
Make sure you know exactly what's going on the inside of that thing.
I believe that is all the information I need, sir.
Good. Straightforward and to the point.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Ooh, you have another? I mean,
Oh, I won't say no.
Not to you!
Oh, why not? Chance is just pouting.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Jan's gonna go. This is my first actual field mission. Do you have any suggestions? I'm a little nervous.
Oh, let's see. Which one of you is Rook?
Hi, want a sandwich?
Rook is your team squad leader. She'll answer those questions for you. Do you have any questions regarding
go
the mission
wide.
in hand?
This is the worst!
You
Vaughn,
put
you're
BB and
muted.
J in charge?
I think.
And it appears you have 20 minutes before you are expected at Moon... What are they called? Moon Pool 2. Maintenance crew will have your gear. It's about an hour fitting procedure. You just got here, and I forgot about that. Annoying. You'll be arriving at 7 instead. Looks like I have to amend some paperwork.
Unless there's more you need from us, sir, should we just get on our way and speed the process?
Do what you will. Rook's in control of your crew. You have your brief. Get going.
Davin will turn to Rook. At your lead.
Just walks out. Super not happy with this revelation being made.
Davin, by the way, has a knowing look in his eye now. And follows Rook.
I kind of walk up towards Rook and go, "Why didn't you tell anyone?"
River's really just adding to the
Oh
situation.
my! I just looked up.
That strange orange mangy cat has just jumped on Rook's shoulders and decided, hey, let's be friends.
I back away from the cat. I don't need that scent on me.
How do you feel knowing that the child of the group is the leader?
Can't say I'm feeling too great about it, but I can't really do much, eh?
Yeah, that's a better response than I was expecting.
I mean, it means you have the experience, right? Do you have any advice?
Run when you can.
I did do some track and field when I was in high school, so I should be covered on that part.
Do you have a firearm?
Talk less.
Okay.
Oh, I'll try. I'll try.
I'm just saying, in this line of work, it helps to be able to shoot things, you know?
I did skeet shooting. I can use a shotgun.
Oh, that'll help.
We're all gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Don't be a
That's what happened
negative
to-
Nelly.
As I start rubbing my
Just-
shoulder again, up my arm.
Does seem kind of likely.
Well,
Oh.
Rook, I will give you what support I can. And to everyone else, I will try to keep you all alive. But the best advice that can be given to you is follow orders. And as Rook said, talk less. Listen, because your ears are your most important part of your body right now.
Can't trust your eyes. And there's a good chance most of this isn't even real.
Wouldn't our ears lie then too?
Just listen to what other people are telling you and follow orders.
Okay. And she writes the stuff down in a little notebook.
Brooke is just like, thank you.
Do y'all have any idea of what we might be getting ourselves into here? They've been sending D class after D class with basically the same gear we have.
Actually, it sounds like they only tried to send one group of D class and just kind of over exaggerated it because what they sent the D class with was very expensive materials.
Ah, was it the other
Equipment. That's the word I've been looking for.
equipment?
Oh, so they sent two Hoosiers in here with a bunch of expensive cameras, and now they want us to go get it back. Okay, I think I understand what we're doing now.
That's usually
Yeah, the
what they
main
use.
goal, from what it sounds like, is to recover the equipment, but we are not to leave until we have accomplished what their main goal also was, which is to find out what's going on inside.
Understand. Oh wait, what was the thing called? Oh yeah, secure, contain, protect. God, this place.
Ah, you know what abbreviations mean. Off to a great start.
I give Rook the side eye and just. You gave me
It's
the
good to remember
sandwiches.
the mission sometimes.
Oh, you're just for cute, aren't you?
Eventually, the 20 minutes go by, and you all find yourselves in the moon base, or the moon pool. There are 5 of these clunky-looking tubular arm things with pincers where you climb into it. It's going to be cramped on the inside of it. There's a shorter, more rounded, bald in the top, grey-haired, wild, greyed mustache. Looks you like, oh yes, hello. If you don't mind climbing into one of these, any of them will do. They're not fitted to any of your sizes just yet. Once you get in there, we'll be able to start fitting things. It's going to take about an hour. I apologize for the discomfort, but it's going to be uncomfortable.
Good thing I'm small.
Before we get into this, Chance would like to find some coffee.
I
Is there a coffee pot somewhere in this moon bay?
There's like a little coffee pot that you would expect to see in a mechanics bay. Made from like Folgers, maybe. Not
I was
sponsored,
gonna do something
but if
else,
you'd
but never
like to.
mind. I smell the coffee and immediately.
I'm gonna go pound a couple of coffees because I've seen our timetable and it's gonna be a late night.
Jan's gonna go, oh, it's just like they had in the offices too. I don't know why they love this stuff, and make herself a cup of
It's
coffee.
cheap. It's disgusting, but it's cheap.
You
Davin
hear
is
They just win our sponsorship.
Davin
Yeah.
is going to he's
Still
going to
interested.
he's going to review the casing. Oh wait, yeah, no good. He's going to review the casing of which he can bring materials and see how much he can fit into it.
Your basic things. Like, probably most of the materials that you have, you'd be able to fit.
Could I fit the backpack?
Yeah.
There's a spot for it.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, if we can fit the backpack, then I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I think
That's
I have
basically.
a reasonable amount of stuff in my backpack. I hope. I don't know.
You're expected to have the materials you would need to be able to go into the field, so there's enough space being left for your stuff, but it will be cozy. Things are being fitted very nicely. You're being given a crash course on how these things work. It's kind of a little joystick kind of ordeal, controlling the arms and controlling the legs.
Oh,
You
so
won't be
it's not
doing it
like
yourself.
a bodysuit. It's like a
It looks like a body, but it's more like
But
a
it's bigger.
coffin
Oh.
with
We're not,
limbs.
we're not
Okay, so
using a gamepad to control this, are we?
Close to.
No,
It's kind of like having
it-
a cockpit put around you. But a
Yeah,
fitted
it's like
We're
cockpit.
using an Xbox controller.
It's like a little mecha.
Yeah. No, it's a Steam Link controller.
A Steam Link
God.
controller.
Halfway
No.
through, it's just gonna
No.
give out and not connect.
It's the
anymore.
Logitech 138.
Oh god.
Oh god.
But no,
Horrors.
as they're fitting Brando, he takes off his coat, he puts his essentials in like his backpack, and you can see on his forearm, from the elbow down, there's this slightly metal prosthetic that just is taking place of where his other left hand is.
When Davin sees that, he'll look over at you, Harvey, and he'll say, "You hit that very well."
Yeah, I try to every day. That's why I only wear long sleeves, and that's why I have these gloves, which he then proceeds to take off, because he's not gonna want to lose them in there.
Other way. There you go.
Wait, I don't know.
Feed the
You need to
slime.
go that
Feed
way.
the
There you
slime.
go. There you go. Yeah.
I-
We were feeding people.
give me the food.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's necessary.
Branda's accepting the food. Oh, you just ate the food.
The slime has a mouth.
Branda,
Oh,
I
that's
don't
right.
think you want that food anymore.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta be so rude?
When the maintenance officer sees the arm as well, he... That's a fine make. But do you know that the chief security officer, she's missing a leg? You two might... I don't know, do you talk about those things?
That's a nice gesture, but not with this one.
Groups for them, don't they?
I don't even like having it. I asked them not to give me one, but they need me to work, so I have one now.
Oh, well, better than only having one arm, I suppose.
I do agree. I get to hold my books better.
Well, we seem to be fitted nicely. Any last-minute bathroom breaks? We'll be dropping you soon.
Yes, Chance is going to use the bathroom.
He
Please.
immediately regrets the PB&J and run.
Jan's gonna go, oh, thank you. I was trying to hold it in, but they said something about being late earlier, and I don't want to be late again, and then run off.
As a
I don't
good
wanna be late
professional,
again.
Davin will also use the restroom properly.
Let's not discuss this too heavily.
What the exact nature of these outcomes within going to the restroom? Yes, let me
So who
roll a
did number one
d20
and
for
who
the
did
quality
number
of my
two?
poo.
Yeah, yes,
Hold
because
on.
we're already
I got a
90 minutes
6.
into the stream,
It's
and
been about 5 minutes, and I have not been able to leave the restroom.
It's important to know if you should have worn the brown pants later, okay?
I'm not worried about the brown
Always
pants. I'm
wear
worried
the
about the
brown
flowing
pants.
streams.
I'm
It's
wearing.
SCP. You should
I'm just
always be
concerned
wearing
about
the
how
brown
you would
pants.
use a bathroom inappropriately.
How would I mean?
But I don't want to know either, so I just gonna eat everything.
Aim for the
Bro.
wall instead.
I'm eating a beef jerky. I don't need this thought process in my brain.
You could just
You
go in the moon
all,
pool.
after using the loo, put inside your suits. The lids shut around. And again, the similar feeling of pressurization building as there's a... as chains lift up your individual suits, and a swinging motion begins, and you start swinging over this pool of water. As soon as the swinging starts to settle down, you hear a... and the water starts rapidly approaching your feet, suddenly touching the feet, then engulfing around, up towards your view screen, over the screen itself, and you were encased. It takes about a minute for the suits to get lowered down, but eventually you feel the of them touching the surface of the ground, and lights on them flash on, and you can see very clearly at least 30 feet in front of you. And inside these suits, there is even a nice little, inside what you would normally view as a recticle, to aim at things. You can see a path being lit up on this recticle. It's not aiming at anything. It's not like an aiming recticle for your weapons. No, it's a guide for where you should be going. Direction. So I guess it is aiming at something. You hear, all of you, this popping sound inside the suits as a voice comes over. Testing, testing, these things working?
Yep, I think I can hear you.
Hear you loud and clear, sir.
You know,
Great.
people were telling me not to trust my senses, so I don't know what I'm hearing here.
Wait, are
This
we
is-
supposed to call you sir?
Well, I am your superior officer. Yes, you are.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Newbies, what can you do? Oh, shoot, this thing was still on.
Don't worry about it, sir.
You've got about a 3-hour walk. About 2.5 hours in there, we expect to lose contact with you. We'll be touching base every 5. Get going.
I thought base was behind. Oh, I'm not gonna. No joke. No joke.
What was that, Private?
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir.
Good.
Wait, do we have ranks?
No.
Unless Rook actually wants to lead from the front, Davin is actually going to go.
Rook
Medic
is
taking the
struggling
lead.
to exist right now. This is like their literal nightmare.
In the form of Jan.
No, they are
No.
encased in a small
Oh.
thing, pressurized under the sea, with no escape,
Under the
and
sea.
everything is just dead.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
And there is
Under the
someone
sea.
who won't
Spider
shut
go.
up in her
Oh
ear.
no, it's better.
My ear.
Under the
Their ear.
sea.
After all, life's a beach.
No, it's an ocean at the moment.
An ocean of fun.
A trench.
We're in deep now, guys. We're in real deep now. All right, let's go.
I would also like to mention that at this moment, Harvey is starting to chit chat a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting a little nervous because he doesn't like the fact that there is no exit route.
Did he realize we might be in over our heads?
No, he's not thinking that. He's straight up thinking this would be the spot.
You have 2.5 hours of chit chat. Actually, 3 hours, technically. Are you all talking while you're going along and walking on the bottom of this surface?
Yeah.
Jan
I
will
thought of
try and
another
do
piece of
idle
advice.
conversation.
Go for it. Take it away.
Another piece of advice. Don't accept any promotion. Ever. Not worth it. Not worth
Speaking
it.
from experience,
I didn't even
I-
accept it. They kind of forced it
Somehow.
on me.
I second that. And last time I took a promotion, taps his arm. Well, you know.
I
You
third
get
that.
promotions?
Sorry, sir. Won't already speaking what's on my hands.
You know what the worst part about these things is you can't tell anybody what you're actually doing. My parents think that I'm at a business conference in Milwaukee right now. I can't tell them about any of this.
Oh, you still have parents?
Oh, Milwaukee's nice. Used to go there on
Yeah,
vacation in the summer.
I actually have never been to Milwaukee even. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them.
you're gonna have to make yourself very familiar with the landmarks of Milwaukee, then, so you can come up with some kind of lie.
I'm sure I could find something on like Google or Facebook. Maybe
Or
I
just say you were too busy to like do any sightseeing. All you know is the really nice hotel you were in.
And some of the cheese.
it'll be a 5-star hotel.
Oh, the cheese.
Those are easier to look up.
Well, at least that part won't be
So
a
wait,
lie.
you don't have parents? Oh, sorry. Oh, I guess
Five-star
this is
hotel.
a hotel, isn't it?
God, I hope
That's
they
a
let me
good
smoke in
point.
there. He's starting to just fidget a bit more. His nerves are getting to him because it's reminding him of his previous team, but not in the same way. He's closed in. He's surrounded. At least he knows he's in a giant suit.
At least you could hotbox in there and nobody would bother it.
I turn off the comms.
Wait, Rook, you don't have any parents? What do you do for like Thanksgiving and Christmas? Do you have any family?
I turn the comms back on. I forgot I gave my cigarettes to the command. Well.
To Anne.
Yep.
And she still got those, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
They're not gonna be there if you get back.
Oh, I know.
I just never knew my parents. That's all.
Well, I'm sure if you need somewhere to go for Thanksgiving, I'm sure my family will have you.
There's a sudden flash inside your mind, Rook, of just these two people. Hey, how are you? It's so good to have you today. I'm so glad our Jan's making good friends in her job.
I think I'll take another promotion.
You know my job.
Trade you,
Listen
sir.
to your own advice, please.
If my other option is Thanksgiving with who I assume are pretty lovely parents, Jan, I'll take the promotion.
It's good to have good goals, job, career goals. So that sounds reasonable to me, and it just goes completely over her head that you're just basically insulting her.
Oh, don't feel too bad. I haven't seen my parents since they moved down south a couple of decades ago.
How many's a couple?
About I don't know, 12, 13? It was a couple years ago, I guess.
Questioners and your use of the word couple.
It's the same thing with like moms and newborns. Why are we measuring the baby's age in months?
Weeks.
I hate this.
So, Rook, why did you accept a promotion?
I didn't.
Right.
How did you not?
So, why did they give you one?
That's classified.
Damn.
It's not.
Did
You're
tell
not
us that?
helping, sir.
Not here to help, I'm here to order.
Then give us an order.
Keep
Am I
walking.
I've already got them.
Do we
I
see any fish
survived.
around? Oh, sorry.
That's how I got.
That would probably do it.
I hear that's how most promotions happen.
Especially when you're at MTF.
Consider yourself lucky, Rook. At least you weren't the one who had to write the letters.
Letters?
Letters.
Like a
right.
recommendation?
No, didn't have to just see my whole team. Right, yeah, lucky.
Yeah, letters of recommending condolences to the families of those lost.
Coming up with the lies, not being able to tell them the truth. They don't tell us what to say. They just tell us to tell them.
2 hours later.
2 hours later, we forgot to take the kettle off.
Anybody else have that tea kettle sounding commands?
Yeah, sorry, I got the kettle on right now.
Oh my god, what the?
I'll get away from the comms. Hang on.
I didn't know dolphins could dive this deep that we could hear them.
I'm sorry, sir. I just had flashbacks to a childhood I didn't have. What was that?
But in fact, 2 hours later, I would very much like Jan and Chance to give me resist distress rolls.
Wonderful. That means I get to roll a d6 and get some
That
points
means
into
I might have at least a little thing in it.
Wait, my brain is fearful here. Why them two and not Rook? Wait a
It'll
minute.
still be negative though.
Settle yourself, you'll be fine.
I'm in a tin can at the bottom of the mirror.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I got some exploding dice over here.
Delicious.
The only reason I'm not freaking out is because it doesn't smell like salt yet.
Yet.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll.
That
my
sounds
D6.
promising, Jan.
Dan's
Oh
having a
yeah.
time.
Chance
Yes.
having
It was a great
time. Over
time.
I rolled a for the decimal point. I rolled a 6 on my d6.
there.
So.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
I should roll this d6 also.
Yes, yes, yes.
I got a 6 on it! Oh my god, that's so much. Okay, okay.
Double
now I just
sixing.
have a -4 after it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
Or -0.4, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, I chose the best too.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Although
mhm.
I rolled decently, thankfully.
All right, right, Zach, what'd you get?
I have a 13.
13. Okay, Jan, what'd you get?
I rolled a 2 -1 for 1.
Okay.
You only have 1 dice in that?
You all crest a peak in the area you're at, and very suddenly, there was no light signs in the distance as you were coming to the top of this peak, but when you crest it, you see a hotel with varying architecture from floor to floor, sitting in a flat plateau at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. There are lights on in various windows. Most of the curtains are drawn in these windows. Some of them are open up, but you can't see anything clearly inside. Well, the light cascades over all of you as you take in this sight. But you, Jan, your eyes are drawn over to the right as you see a lone figure standing there, looking at you with these wild curled hair floating physiclessly inside the water as he lifts a 6-fingered left hand, smiles and waves.
Jan's gonna go, someone's doing okay before, but does anybody else see that? How,
See what?
What does Chance see?
I just, we're at the
Could
bottom
I,
of the ocean,
look
and
around and
it's
see
just sinking in now, and there's a guy over there. There shouldn't
Oh,
be a
someone
guy
you
over
don't
there.
want to say hi to? I need to know their tricks.
When everyone else looks, you don't see anything. Chance, you get a glimpse of the curtains around the front door. It's a large glass door, two doors, double-sided. It goes inside, like opening up in the middle. But on the left-hand side, the curtain just very quickly gets dropped as you see a figure on the inside let go of it. You don't catch what they are or what they look like, just that there was someone there. For the rest of you, when you look at where Jan's frantically trying to get you to look, there's no one there. And Jan, after you've got them to look, he's gone.
Keep note of what you just saw, Jan. If you see him again, let us know.
Okay, six fingers and hair like, and she's trying to do gestures, but we're in.
No. I don't want to hear it.
But isn't it useful information?
Nope.
Is the curtain moving any at all?
No.
I guess that's just my imagination. I thought something was. I thought I saw that curtain move, but I think it was just a light.
There's a popping over your comms as you hear report. Do you win?
Cap?
What's going on?
Davin will look too, Rook.
Fuck you, sir.
I bet you that part came through clear as day.
I heard fuck. Nothing out. Assuming you're... Proceed.
I think
And that's how you get away with smart mouth in your box.
This is gonna kill us. We're all gonna die.
Don't waste some time.
Is my intuition telling me anything, considering I'm seeing creepy shit everywhere?
Roll me an intuition. Let's find out.
It's not
Good.
real.
Now I can give myself some more intuition.
Do that, but I think Jan is still freaking out a bit.
Intuition is intelligence. So.
Jan, give me a resist distress. Give me another one.
While they're doing that, Davin is going to continue forward.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
Okay, so the bot just...
I rolled terribly on my d6 for that. I have a 13.
13.
13 for... Actually, no, 15. I have +2 for modifier.
You've been on missions before? It's creepy, spooky stuff.
Huh, the floor is made of floor.
Yeah, kind of par for course so far. I mean, there's a weird thing in front of you you don't understand. Cool. And people are already seeing stuff. Actually, that might be significant. You're a distance away and you're already seeing stuff. You're not even in the hotel yet.
They lost contact 30 minutes before.
Isn't that nice? Oh. Alright, well, I guess we gotta go up and knock on the curtain, eh?
Not
on the curtain.
You can't knock on a curtain.
You're all gonna die.
You might be right about that.
Moving your bots forward, one step at a time still. You all make the next 30 minutes. And despite the fact that you are cut off now from home base, there is one way your comms still work. To each other.
At least we have each other.
With that, we're going to go on
I think anyone...
We are going to go on break as they approach the door of this hotel at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Hope you all are enjoying yourselves right now. Come in for the major spooky spooks now that we know who we're dealing with. And I'm not talking about the SCP they're dealing with. No, I'm talking about the MTF. We'll see you in 15, everyone.
guest of the Owlbear Inn, you obviously have taste. Now, as a person of taste, have you ever thought to yourself, I need to watch an artist who also has taste, with a sense of classiness and intelligence, heightened by sitting in a leather armchair before a fireplace with shelves of books behind? Neither have I. Anyways, I happen to have an art channel called Michael How Arts here on Twitch if you want to check it out. There's drawing, chatting, and sometimes gaming. If you enjoy fantastic characters and comics, or just having someone to hang out with while doing art, you should give Michael How Arts a look-see. That's twitch.tv/Michael How Arts. And if you visit, maybe, just maybe, you'll occasionally have that artist sitting in front of a fireplace to give you a +1 to the richness and culture of your Twitch experience. Though I wouldn't count on that. But please, do stop on by. Thanks for your time, and have a wonderful day.
I'm Michael Howe, and I approve this message. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, I did this, and 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 this.
Hello, everybody.
Fine
All campaign, all I wanted was to pass wisdom saving throws, and I never do.
Even with advantage?
I have advantage. I have plus. All my feats almost have all been going into that direction. No.
Oh, that's awesome.
Consent is always important.
Agreed.
You're next.
Why am I so bad at this game? Jeez.
Might be genetics.
Attack first. Think never. Hey, folks.
Hello. You feel a definite pulse of magical energy as you shake his hand.
You just made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Roll a will save.
There's more up there? We have to... I fucking hate this level.
We could have been playing Valheim.
Dog, dog, dog. Save me, save me. Where are you? Get in front of me. Get in front of me. Get in front of me.
I'm coming. I was marking the cave.
Dogs. Santa. Ah! Get the dog. Help.
Hello, folks.
There. Apparently, I can't remember your name at all.
Who's Ingrid?
You.
You.
Me. Oh.
Yes, because I can't think. Wow. Why am I having such a hard freaking time with names today?
You called me Murphy twice before we
Yeah.
even started.
Shut up, Melvin. I'm working here.
Alrighty, naked. That's a good drawing, right?
Damn right, Act, that's
Really
good.
good. Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Thank you.
Wow.
With someone.
Wait, you just said they had a book.
That being said, we will.
Yes.
And then you emphasize that there is a book.
Holy! Way to catch on to that like a minute and a half late.
There's books, there's diaries, there's maps.
Wait, there's a book? We have not been consistent with this at all, have we?
No.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce most of those. Wow.
Yeah, they had a sale on apostrophes that day.
Hello, everybody.
I don't know what's really going on. Hi!
We have you on speakerphone.
I was just gonna say, this is one hell of a collect call, man. I didn't know he knew infallible relay.
Does anyone know what the rates are? I don't have that much gold.
Did you know back in the old days, in the medieval times, they used to put lanterns, hang lanterns out on front of horses to help them navigate during nighttime?
Oh.
It was the first recorded instance of satellite navigation.
I enjoyed the live action The Avatar movie.
Oh, baby Baba Luba.
And burble as it came.
No!
Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah!
If you're only to be addressed as you as your own person, what do I do if there's like a whole bunch of y'all?
You may use titles as, I would say, the trolls. You may use the consequences if
Okay.
you would like.
So
You
y'all
may-
is off the table.
Y'all is an abomination.
A whole bunch of y'all.
Too late.
That's when you guys look over and see what once was Jitters descend slowly onto the ground, trampling towards you as its head from top to about past the sternum splits like that into a toothy maw that is its whole body. Rawr. Hello and welcome to Hate, Laugh, Love.
Everybody knows if it's green and it's slime,
You went that
it's booger time.
The show where we talk about movies.
He starts hopping on the way, and when you look back, there's Handor and Grace. Grace looking just frowning perpetually, and Handor just smiling ever so gracefully. And Finestorm, you see on their lips, Handor say, "You think they'll make it?" And Grace go, "Not a chance." Hello everyone, and we're back. We left them all walking up to the hotel on the bottom of the ocean. Where we'll join them is when they arrive. What kinds of things would you like? You're arriving up to the door. I'll leave these moments up to you now.
I would immediately
Describe the door again.
The door. Describing the door as you come up to it. It's a double door, handles in the middle. They're handlebar handles that have this nice little intricate twist and design to it. And despite being in the ocean down here, they look to be a very fine make and material. Still high detailed, no damage, no wear, no tear. In fact, the entire face of the building itself is like that. But this door is wooden on the outsides with a very large glass pane inside the middle. The glass pane's one of those kind of riveted to where when you look into one area, it's your vision and your view is bends. It's got that prism. That's the prism effect on the glass.
Prism effect.
Refraction. The middle portion of it, refraction. Thank you, Harvey. The middle portion of it is very large glass piece. And while you're approaching Chance, you do see again, near the bottom of the curtain, a movement. Still no clear sight of the image itself. But when you get there again, you have a chance to be able to take a closer look, if you'd like. They're large. The doors, let me give you the exact dimensions of them as well. Roughly 8 feet wide by 12 feet tall or so.
So our full coffins will fit through.
Your coffins will fit through. That's what we'll call them. We'll call them coffins.
Yeah. And you said there's no like rusticles anywhere that you would normally expect on something that's been underwater forever.
Rusticles? No rusticles, no barnacles, no rust, no
rusticles.
signs.
Rusticles actually is the term, believe it or not.
Really?
What? Hold on. But what are rusticles?
Like barnacles and such.
It's that rust stuff that comes off of shipwrecks, like the Titanic, where it just.
Oh, so the giant flaked off,
drips down, kind
of.
of.
Okay.
Yeah.
That gunk.
By, you know what? I want to roll for this one. So Chance.
Yes.
You give me. Which one do we want it to be? We kind of want to make this a knowledge because it seems appropriate for this to be knowledge.
Spooky knowledge?
I'm gonna fix my model.
Probably not spooky knowledge. Let's go with the science physics. This seems like a science problem. Things oxidizing.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll a d6 for this because I have a 0 in this one. Oh, hey. Keep rolling ones tonight. Well, my character is kind of a meathead anyway, so that's not out of question. Okay, so intelligence, 2d8. I have a 10.
Hey! This building looks like taking a step back from the store while everyone else is still then looking at it. It genuinely very well could be on the side of a street. Brand new building just built. There's no kinks in it anywhere. It's perfect. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm going to knock on the door.
I'll be careful. There was something peeking out from that curtain in there.
There wasn't.
I thought I was
There
just making
wasn't.
it up the first time.
Open up.
See?
I was gonna ask, when you say it's perfect, is it like too perfect? Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Been Ragnarok proofed.
It's been Ragnarok proofed.
Outside space and time.
Being too perfect, let's go with... Let's make you do a roll for this.
Okay.
Let's go with intuition.
Intuition. I hope that's intelligence. Where are you?
It is. You're lucky.
Intelligence. Excellent. Oh, and I have stuff in it.
You do.
Perfect. Let me grab my details. Uh, 17.9.
17.9. There is something eerily perfect about this place. It's pristine.
Davin walks through the doors.
I have a question.
Well,
When the doors opened, what happened with the water?
That's a great question. Right now, you can't tell.
There's one more thing I'd like to check. You said that each bit of the exterior was a different time zone architecturally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any of them that we can recognize that are like modern or pre-modern or
Floor level
Art
being
Deco?
modern.
Okay.
You can recognize as Victorian. There's 80s. Like there's a whole level that's painted a disgusting yellow.
It's like each decade going up, basically.
Each decade going up.
Okay.
What's the oldest? Sorry.
The oldest, from what you can tell, maybe 20s, 1920s.
Okay.
For Rook, when you look and these doors open up, it looks as though everything inside is also filled with water.
Great!
But Davin, when you start walking forward and you break that threshold, the resistance completely dissipates and you walk into a completely clear and open foyer with no water.
Do I need to do a athletics or something kind of check to...
Sure, yeah, give me an athletics check. Let's see if you stay on your feet,
of-
because the lack of resistance.
Lack of resistance there. All right, dexterity. Oh, cool. I do at least have 4 dice to roll with. 2d8 or 3d8 and 1d10.
With gusto.
13.
13.
You
will see, Rook, as you're observing the inside, having that thought of everything's filled with water as well. There is a moment where Davin stumbles, but his coffin still stays up.
Whoa. Careful, everyone, when you walk through here. It is not filled with water. I'm going to turn around to see what it looks like from within. Still in my suit, of course.
Chance will just wave to him through the door.
It's a wall of water, and on the other side you can see Chance just slowly waving, and Chance, while you're waving, on the side pane glass window, the curtain moves aside to reveal this plump-cheeked, freckled, green-eyed, red-haired boy. And as soon as he catches your eyes, he goes and dashes away.
I'm just gonna look back and forth between where I just saw the curtain move and Davin, and I'm gonna try to see if he is noticing that at all, or if I'm just seeing shit.
Davin, give me an awareness reaction.
Awareness reaction.
You seeing this?
Reaction.
It's gonna go inside the
2d8, 1d10.
Jan starts walking inside.
Peeking around the corner.
14.9.
14.9. You don't see anything.
I'm gonna look at Chance doing that, and I'm gonna look back at Chance, and I'm gonna say, "It's all clear."
I swear I just saw something.
Okay. I'm gonna assist Jan in case she also stumbles.
Okay. Getting yourself ready in case they stumble. Whoever's entering into the hotel, give me an athletics.
I have a 10.8.
A 10.8 for athletics, yeah?
I got to add 0.3.
I rolled like crap.
3. Very good.
I got a 9.
You got a 9.
I'm only really bracing Jan because I'm expecting her to be the one that stumbles.
Davin, you standing there getting ready for Jan. Jan does step in and then stumble forward. There is a loud clatter as the two bump together and you kind of stumble a little back, but you do help her keep her to her feet. Chance, you nearly fall to your feet, to the ground. But you manage to grab hold of something just in time with one of the sidearms and kind of swings the thing.
Oh, why does this thing handle like a Zamboni?
You've drove a Zamboni?
Oh yeah, I used to have a summer job working at the local hockey rink. Got fired after a few weeks though. Didn't last with that one.
I got a 16 for my athletics.
You enter in well and true, Rook. Harvey?
Is Harvey still out?
You have muted yourself, Harvey.
Oh my god, that explains so much. I was gonna do a check, and then it's like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, I would like to join on that. Oh, okay,
you
never mind.
Make it so we can see your mouth.
Your mouth, yeah.
Yeah,
we couldn't see your mouth. We could only see your ears.
Move your person up. Yeah.
Because your mouth tracking.
You want to know why I don't use the mouth? Because then it just looks like this half the time.
Oh.
because for some reason my mustache does not perceive as like the upper lip, and it'll just start going like this.
Hey, upper lips are mythical on people with mustaches. They don't exist.
It just thinks you're an orange cat. You just have one brain cell.
Also, it would pick up my.
That looks so weird. Please put it
down.
That looks so weird. God. Please put it down. I've never been told that before.
There's a skin like that in Deep Rock Galactic that is equally disturbing.
Oh, no.
You're a dwarf, man. Your lips are not meant to be seen.
Harvey, anything you'd like to do before you enter in?
I was gonna look at the door and see if.
Would like to mention then I thought he'd already entered.
Oh, too late.
No, I had not
Brooke
entered.
would not enter until everybody else.
I was gonna say I was behind, not behind. I'm usually in the center, like right behind the front leader, but sometimes I'll fall behind to look. But at this moment, I was watching everyone go in and wondering what was going on with that. Everything that was going on. The social, the Harvey would note the social aspect of what happened between the fear, the six fingers.
Six
and
fingers?
Then yeah,
just
and
a
then
reflection on the left-hand side of your eyes. There is a figure that waves with 6 fingers on its left hand and smiles. But as soon as you turn to look, it's not there.
Hold on. Yeah.
Roll resist distress.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I have a question from when Jan saw the 6-fingered figure. Was there anything notable about its smile or anything, or could she not tell from that distance?
From that distance, you wouldn't have been able to tell.
Okay.
It would have been a little too light on the details.
There we go.
Good question, though.
A 0 is a 10, right?
Yes, it is. And if that's on a D10, that explodes to 2D12.
D12. Ah, where'd you go? Get back here.
I must go. My people need me.
8 two highest. That'd be these two. I got. That's a 17.
17. You keep your cool. Taking a deep breath. This one's unique. You've read reports kind of like these before. Seeing things and not seeing things. You just gotta keep your cool.
So, on my arm, he'll pull up on his wrist. He'll tap his wrist with his finger, and you'll see on his palm it'll open up to a little notepad. And he pulls out his pencil and writes 1. Puts it down.
Nice. Nice.
And then he attempts to go through the door. With that little scare, his previous ambition is now thrown out the window.
I will brace for him this time, since the other two are now in, and Rook and Harvey are left out there. I will brace for Harvey.
Okay. Rook, while you're on the outside, give me an awareness reaction as Harvey is entering in. You've got the 17 for your athletics, so we won't need to re-roll that.
I got myself on my hands and I'm trying to push myself back up.
Come on. Not 2 of those.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot. That's very hot.
While they're rolling, can Jan go check if there's like any technology, computers, anything else around, like at a desk?
Well, so now that you're moving without the water pressure, these suits are near impossible to move. You're gonna want to get out of the suit before that, and it's... As soon as you start trying, you will realize it's a lengthy process.
Okay.
Takes time. But you can definitely start that process. Harvey, what was your reaction?
17.7. Oh wait, no, wait, reaction. Oh crap! I heard.
Oh, not reaction. Sorry,
Athletics,
sorry.
you
No, you're right. Athletics.
Okay, yeah, so it's 16. That, but 17.7, yeah. What? I can't read backwards.
Tears of my players.
Wait,
that was a tears.
Lucky you, I don't cry. Yet.
I didn't say they were your tears. I've been saving them. It's a fine, exquisite brew, that one. You, Harvey, will make it through perfectly fine. You catch your feet well enough.
I don't even need to brace you.
Davin doesn't even need to brace. Rook, what was your awareness?
22.9.
22.9. Just as you're beginning to follow through, as your suit, you sense where that barrier starts. And you get a glimpse of the trim work on the outside as it shifts and begins to show these images of people dancing, moving with each other. These more tribal-like carvings inside the wood framework on the outside of this door frame. And then you slip through, out of your sight. A couple of steps forward and the doors creak shut. And you all find yourselves inside.
Right. Time to take the suits off. Give assistance and get assistance.
Yes, please. I would like to get out of this suit.
Jan is very fumbly with hers.
I very quickly get out of the suit.
Davin will start assisting Jan immediately.
The quickest you can get out is 10 minutes. It takes roughly 10 minutes to get out of these things.
I will do just that. Is there anything we need to roll?
No, these ones it's more automated systems, just buttons you have to press.
Okay.
And it's very cleanly labeled.
I'm gonna do just that.
Maintenance guy
So
definitely wants to make sure none of the suits are broken.
In how it goes, Davin's like, you press this button labeled this. This button labeled this.
For the suits getting back, you're told all you have to do is pressurize them, close them without anyone inside, and then tether them to the back. You can drag them along. They can take a beating on the outside. It's the inside that matters. And 2 of your suits, well actually 3 of your suits would be hooked up with these little rigs to be able to hook around the other 2 that are here. And you're told there are only 2 other suits. Only 2 D-class personnel were sent. The inside of this place, when you finally all get out, hello Jab, how you doing? Out of your suits, get them neatly stacked inside an area. The inside is quite elegant. It's beautiful. There's a crystal chandelier hanging roughly in the 3rd floor. Maybe you can see a terrace that's walking up on the 2nd floor. Then the 3rd floor is sealed off with another ceiling location. It looks to be more... Dude, you know what, actually? Let's do another architecture check, now that you're all inside.
How well lit is it?
Okay.
It's very well lit.
May I also?
Oh, yeah, anyone who'd like to. You absolutely can. Yeah, if I don't specify a person, feel free to make the roll as well.
Oh, okay.
That was not a good roll.
Architecture int. That would be. Oh yeah, that's my. It'd be this one. Yeah, I'm trying to set up my dice so I just roll the set instead of picking out another one. I'm learning. This would be it. I'm not sus, I swear.
You're super sus.
No, I'm not. Prove it.
Suspicious, don't be suspicious.
Rando sus. I'll say we vote him out.
It's always the red one. Why do you hate on the red one? Why? Explain. Explain yourself, Vaughn. Huh?
I saw it.
Explain yourself.
I saw it.
Come on. Come on.
I saw it.
Alright, Vaughn, what's your roll?
10.6.
10.6. Rook.
16.5.
16.5. Harvey.
Ah, crap. I forgot the number because people threw numbers.
I almost did that too. Don't feel bad.
11.6.
11.6. Wunderbar. Jan.
Stage.
14.4.
14.4.
I have 3
Chance.
D10s and a D8.
Low rolling here at 8.2.
8.2. Okay. Chance, you're probably a little bit more preoccupied making sure your rifle's okay. And did well inside the very secure fastenings that it was put in.
Turning on my laser pointer too.
On your laser pointer, take note the negatives in your stealth while that is on.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the rest of you, if your characters have read The Great Gatsby or seen The Great Gatsby, the inside of this foyer architecture looks very much like The Great Gatsby. It's very golden in frame. There are black trims in places. Also some silver thrown in there. There's plant life in various places. A front desk with, just on the other side of it, being a bunch of little boxes. A few of them having keys dangling from it. Some of them not having keys, though.
Are they like actual physical key? Turnkey?
From this distance, it's about 10 hexes away, 30 feet. You can definitely go and take a look.
Yeah, Davin's also going to go take a look.
Okay, Davin and Jan are going to go take a look at those. Rook, Harvey,
I
and
don't know
Chance.
what room keys are missing.
I keep eye on everything around me and just keep my hand on my gun.
Okay. I know what Harvey's doing. Rook and Chance.
I am going to give Overwatch to everyone else. Gonna go up and pull the rifle into my shoulder. And just basically make sure that there's nothing around here.
Okay, Overwatch along with Harvey. Rook,
I'm gonna look for the other 2 suits.
looking for the other 2 suits. Great. Rook, Harvey, and Chance, roll awareness reaction and keep those numbers for yourselves until I ask for them. For Jan and Davin. The 2 of you walking up to the front counter. Front counter is like what most places would be inside this case. There is a great big long guest book with several names already filled out in a cursive form. There's a bell that you can ring for attendance, but these boxes, the things that you came over here to primarily look at, a few of them look like retro keys, like those old-fashioned ones, the big old brass keys. Some of them are more modernized, like what you might put inside your car. And a couple of the boxes even have just leaning against on the side, room keys, like for modern hotels.
Which?
At the desk?
There is not a person, but there's a bell.
Oh, a computer.
Oh, a computer? No. There's a guest book.
Davin's gonna note which keys are missing.
There are quite a few keys. You can see the numbers up to 500. And most of them are missing. Now, these keys, they're not in order. The numbers are sporadically put all over the place. But by counting and looking through it, I want a general perception from you.
And I'd
See
like
how
to
many you can get.
The guest book.
Flipping through the guest book? Okay.
General perception.
General perception, yeah. This is more for, there's no real skill for counting and for kind of bringing your memory into it and spotting out of this many numbers. For you, Jan, flipping through, I would like, what is the equivalency of an investigation here? New system, who dis?
There is an investigate.
There is an investigate? Give me that then. It's in general knowledge? Thank you.
Yep.
What do you get on your roll, Davin? While Jan's flipping
12.
through the book. 12. There are, counting through the lines, through all the numbers, the ones you see missing is 500, there's 499, there's 497, and there's 498. There are other ones that have keys, but there's also mail inside their box. But those 4 numbers I gave you were the 4 that had the keys and nothing inside. For you, Jen, what'd you roll for your investigation?
10.7.
10.7. There are the numbers, it's listed for everyone who signed it. As you flip through, so far there's a total of 616 signatures in this book, in accordance to the numbers. And flipping through just to make sure none of them are skipped, you do find that a few of the names have these lines drawn through them.
Okay.
At least every page that you flip on has at least one.
Can I tell if the names are like older names, more modern names? You said like the top floor looked 20s-ish, so like there'd sometimes, you know, definitely be kind of a difference with first names and stuff in the 20s
yeah.
versus
Absolutely,
modern.
you're right. You're right with that. Give me a... Oh, I kind of want to make... No, I don't want to make it a fashion etiquette. That's really, it's just fashion. General knowledge. That's going to be in your knowledge tree. Give me a general knowledge. Actually, no, history. History law, right below it. So history
Still
of names. Still ends. Still ends. At this point, Harvey, while they're rolling that, what was yours check?
You're muted.
You're muted. If you didn't know. There you go. It's okay. Ethan does it all the time.
I want to boop the snoot.
What was your roll, Harvey? I still can't hear you for some reason.
You're not.
Are you double muted?
The mouth is moving, but we hear nothing.
Yes,
There's
I was double
nothing.
muted.
Nice.
Okay, so I got a 14.
A 14 on your awareness? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The second tier terrace, while you're standing, Chance is on the other side of the room, clearly also looking around, making sure nothing's happening on your side. You do see one corridor that was immediately towards the left of the entrance of your doorway. That goes on, and you can't see the end of it from your angle, but just on the terrace on the second floor, you see this bowler hat just bobbing up and down.
I immediately pull my gun out, but I don't aim it at it. I just kind of get it out of its holster. And I look over at Chance and I go, "Hey, there's I have no idea at this point, but it looks like a hat. Floating.
What you got, eh?
I pinched my nose together. A hat. It's a floating hat.
A
I don't know if it's bad, but it's a hat.
Oh, I saw a kid in a window, so it doesn't really surprise me at this point that there's some weirdo shit to.
Well, there's no
bouncing
kid
around in
attached to
here.
this one, so
Chance is
either
gonna. Chance is just gonna aim up at the second floor banisters. See if he sees this hat.
What was your roll? That was a sentence, I
Mine?
promise.
Mine 12.3.
12.3. While you're looking up through your, just following this laser sight up there, you can catch the numbers of the rooms. And you see that it's the second tier, but the numbers you're reading are 301, 303, 305, 307.
Hey, what floor are we on?
With your roll, Harvey, with the corridor that you can see down, on the left-hand side, there should be windows, but there's doors. And the number you see on the door there is 402.
402. I would assume at this point, because he would already be ready for, he would have his earpiece in.
I do.
But he would relay that we're on 402. That's what this hallway looks like.
Huh, that's a bit unusual. Floor above is floor 3. This is floor 4?
You guys are saying this over the communication?
Yes.
Yeah.
In character over radio.
Yep.
Did I hear that right? We're on floor 4, and you see 3 above us, Chance?
Yeah, I'm looking at room 300s up here.
And I'm standing next to a 402. I'm below him. He's on the terrace, it looks like.
You guys are assuming this place is going to follow regular logic.
Chance would like to look up to the 3rd floor and see if he can see any numbers.
The 3rd floor is a ceiling, with the chandelier coming from it.
I would also like to mention that
Yeah,
I
the way I
have
said that
not
was confusing. Sorry,
taken my
that's okay.
eyes.
Oh, I
off
just
of,
didn't realize how many floors you said. Sorry.
No, you're good.
The bowler hat.
It's gone.
It's got.
Hey, Jan, what do you roll?
I got 9.4.
Don't worry, I haven't forgot about you, Rook. 9.4. A name's a name. Some of them some of them stand out as a little giggly. I mean, Melon. Who was the last name Melon?
Alright.
You've seen a whole number of different kinds of names, be it working in HR. Some of them may look old-timey, but Sarah, that's a name that's been used for generations now, and it's in here. There's no real telling on these cases.
Are there room numbers with the names?
There are room numbers. For your investigation with that question, there are also duplicates of room numbers. One of the lines, one of the names that's crossed out, has the room number 5, or not 5, excuse me, there's only up to 500, has the room number 52, and then a line drawn through it. And 4 pages later, another person assigned the room number 52.
Is that like a pattern that I noticed, that if their
Not for that
name has
number,
193?
it's sporadically. But you can see that the numbers that are crossed out with the names, they are always reassigned to people.
Okay.
To names, that is. I shouldn't say people.
Davin is going to then move to the book. Ask Jan, do you know what names are connected to 500, 499, 497, and 498?
Let me take a look.
Those numbers never appear.
don't see them. But there's a lot of here. There's some names that are more than once, but they're crossed out, or not names, numbers.
Ah.
We're gonna discuss the book.
Rook, what did you roll?
18.9.
18.9. There is... While looking around, most of the doors, when you put your hand on it, they don't move. They don't jiggle at all. Bless you. I heard that. I think everyone else might have too. Wow.
No, he was muted.
Oh, good. That was... None of the door handles move. None of them are also even labeled very well. You can see that on the other side there is a ballroom from the looks of it, with a stage and a piano on it. And on there's a what is it called? Map. Good heavens. How did that word escape my brain? There's a map as well of general outlay. But it also, you can immediately see that even on all the floors, it'll tell you the room numbers. The 400 rooms are supposed to be on the 4th floor. But you've heard from Harvey that they're here on the 1st floor. So you found a map, but yeah, you already know it's not going to be useful.
I'm still gonna grab it, because if we do find a way to start searching rooms,
Make notes. Make sure you make note that you have a map in your inventory. Map of the hotel. The hotel. Ooh, that's a good question. They're still looking at it right now. But to finish the map stuff, there is also a name on the hotel. The Corsair.
but I don't see any sign of the other suits.
No. No sign of the other suits. Not in this immediate foyer area. You'd have to branch out and leave sight of all your other teammates.
I go back to mine and try and move it.
It moves.
Easily?
Well, not easily, it's heavy. But what you can for moving it, you can move it. Jan and Davin, roll resist distress.
Oh no. Why?
You know what? Actually, everyone else as well.
It's fair.
On top of that, while Davin was looking at the book, he had a thought and went to the very end page to see if he could find any names he recognizes. Resist distress.
Where is there? You've got
actually, yeah. Could I, now that mentions that, can I, like, if there's any names I would have recognized from paperwork that I came across?
While the two of you are frantically flipping back to the most recent page with the most recent signatures, we're going to get those rolls before I tell you the results of that question. You've already rolled your investigations for the books and everything else. That's a 1. Oh dear, you poor thing. Dude, yo, chuck those dice and...
Exploding dice for no reason.
I know. Do I need to get you more dice?
Probably.
I wouldn't say no.
These keep running out of luck.
Give me the treasure.
No, I can expense the inn for that.
I've been entering dice giveaways again. It's been long enough since my last win, but
I have 2 bags, technically 3, for my dice now, and I need to stop. I got some.
You want to
Okay.
see the cuties?
I made
Look
a
how
bet
tiny
with a
these are.
friend, and I won some interesting ones. Cause she lost the bet, poor lass. I'll have to take a picture and send them in for the love of dice, because this is not going to do it. But there is a galaxy on the inside of these.
Oh, I won.
It's
That
really
was
cool.
so
It's
good.
really cool.
Those
Super
like
cool.
Space.
Yeah, I'll take a photo of those. Remind me. Someone send me a message to remind me. I'll take a photo and I'll post those in the for the love of dice. Speaking of which, you can all join our Discord. Breaking meta for a moment here. Go join that. Liquid core dice too. Yes. Target got us those. Last Christmas. Okay. Rolls. Vaughn. Go.
20.2.
Beautiful. 20.2. Rook. I keep calling you Vaughn, Davin. Rook?
33.7.
33.7. Wonderful. Harvey.
What? I had lots of explosions.
Yeah.
I
But lots of...
got an 8.
You got an 8. Delicious. Jan.
Uh, 2.6.
2.6. That's the most scrumptious number I've ever heard. Chance.
13.6.
13.6. Okay. Excellent. Wonderful.
Oh, I lied. Sorry. I forgot to add my modifier. That was just my level.
Oh, it's
so that's actually a 37.7.
37.7.
Wait, you're right.
Oh,
I added that
what?
backwards. Mine's 12.4. 12.4.
12.4.
I did the math wrong on that. Sorry.
That is okay. Well, Rook, Davin, and Chance. Right as they're getting to the last page and they're reading the name D-3126, there is a blink in a figure wearing a very fine-tailed coat and suit, 3-piece, very elegant, very fine. He's got this small mustache that curls up and around. And he looks very graceful as he holds on to the inside of one coat and he speaks out. May I help you? For Dan, or for Jan and Harvey, I called you Dan. What? That's
I
the
don't know
second
why.
one for the night.
Okay, so everybody's getting shipped with...
For Jan and Harvey.
Everybody wants Davin.
When you look up...
Everybody wants the D, sorry.
Everyone wants the D. When you look at this figure, you do not see that fine-tailed coat person. No, what you see is a man with a face that's half peeled off of his own skull. You can see the bone underneath the decayed flesh and the peeling away skin all over himself. There are patches of hair on his skull where he still has flesh up there. His eyes are gone at this point, his nose well decayed away. There are no lips, so when he speaks you don't know how he's making the purr sounds on his words. But still, his speech comes out very clearly despite not having even a jugular anymore.
Is that the front desk you said?
That's the front desk. Right in front of you, Davin and Jan.
Right in front.
He's right in front of you.
Jan is going to scream and lurch backwards and like smack into the key rack behind her.
You're on the other side. Oh no.
Oh, I'm on the other side?
No. As in, I'm realizing you're on the other side. Yeah, you scream, lurch back, slam into it. There's a jiggling of a few things, and he just simply says, "Please do be careful as to not break anything."
Davin is going to look him up and down, look over at Jan just to assess her current reaction, and then look back at him.
Give me empathy.
Empathy.
That's in your abilities, right below athletics.
How bad is Jan with her? What did I say? 2 point.
Oh boy.
You did 2.6. You might be stunned. I would put you as stunned.
Okay.
Like if we were in combat, I would skip your turn.
I would have actually like screamed, but I people like their eardrums, so I'm gonna just say when I scream.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
I got an 8 on that empathy roll. Yeah.
It's her first mission. She probably just screamed because, hey, it's the first time she's seen someone randomly appear in front of her. Like that.
All right, I'm gonna look up at him and I'm gonna say, yes, actually, this one right here, D3126 is a friend of ours, and we were wondering whether or not it was alright we could send them a message to their room.
What?
You should be able to visit and knock on their door if they are in there. You have the right and freedom to be able to do that. They are in room 466.
Thank you, sir. They also came with some heavy equipment that does not belong to them per se. The owners of this equipment... Do we need to get the police in the matter? If they don't want to give the equipment up, possibly yes.
Well, that will be your prerogative for that matter. If this equipment does belong to you, I will, of course, need to see certification that it does. Receipt of purchase
of course.
will do fine.
We'll ask them first, but if that is necessary, I'll have all the documentation ready for everything, including the police officers.
Until that point, it is my duty as caretaker of this to not hand over that equipment until I know it does, in fact, belong to you.
Of course, of course.
Will you all be staying?
Hopefully not. Though this does look like quite the amazing establishment, so possibly in the future.
You should certainly try our beef Wellingtons. The cook is sublime.
Very much for the recommendation. And thank you again, sir. I will be back if I need to be. Otherwise, thank you very much. And Davin will go over to Jan and help her the front desk, heading for room... Well, heading for the others.
He'll come over and she'll go, huh? What? Huh?
Harvey, while Davin is walking away from this person, you all hear him and see him normally say "You are very welcome, ma'am, I'm always here." But Harvey, you don't hear any of that. What you see is his jaw just extend outward, this open void gaping inside his mouth, and then it slams shut.
And does he look just like he was before?
Look like just like he was before.
Okay. Harvey, in that instant, would, for a moment, begin to freak out, but the moment it goes back, would snap back and think, either I'm being tricked here with my own mind, or I'm not welcome. And I think he'll lean with he's not welcome.
Give me an intuition.
Ooh, where is
that? Is in your ability tree, just below Intimidate, Taunt, and just above Jump.
2.1. That's with int. There we go. Yep. So that'll be this roll, right? Yeah, yep. That's the one I set up for that. You got a boop. I got a boop. No, that's a bigger boop. I got a
small boop, big boop.
Small boop, big boop, medium boop.
2.1. I got a 20.1.
20.1.
20.1.
Very good. Very good. It's not that you're not welcome. No, you feel welcome. You have that feeling inside your bones, inside your fingers. You are welcome here. You're wanted here. You're desired here.
Okay.
Just at the time you all hear a piano start up. Just from behind the wall where the keys are all stationed up, where you see a ballroom. And for you, Rook, this ballroom was previously it was empty. There was no one at the piano, but it's full of people now. The front desk man, he's gone.
Can Chance hear the music?
You can all hear the music.
Okay. Does he recognize it? He's got a taste for old music.
Give me a general knowledge.
Of course, it'd be general knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. 2d8 and a d6. It's not a d10. D8. Oh, at least I get a decent bonus for the d6.
Did we get the name of our supervisor?
There we go.
You only heard him called Candy. It's a code
Oh,
name.
so it was
You
Candy.
know
I
that,
didn't.
yeah.
I dn't misguess that.
Yeah.
General knowledge.
Okay, yeah.
Can I also ask just a couple of
6.
things? Because I feel like never mind. Actually, no, that's better for no. Never mind. That's better for Harvey.
I did get a
With
0.4 bonus.
With the 6, you've not heard this piece before. What are you all doing?
I would like
Jan?
to approach the butler.
He's
He's
gone,
gone.
isn't he?
Oh
gone.
crap! Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a little behind on my brain.
Your brain's buffering
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, it's buffer. It's still
Davin-
loading all what happened.
Yeah, Davin is dragging Jen over to Harvey, and then signals over to Rook and Chance and says, "Hey, we need to meet up over here. Where I know where one of the D class are currently. At least what I think might be one of the D class. So we're gonna go visit that room. But we should probably not split up."
Yeah, it seems like a
Is
bad idea in
Jan
this place.
a bit better?
I stick
Okay.
Just would
close.
be at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
I stick close to Davin, and I just kind of whisper towards him, like, "Hey, look, I don't know what it is about this place, but it wants us to be here. I get this feeling like it's trying to draw more people in, and I don't like it."
My suggestion to you: don't say yes to taking a room here.
Oh, I don't sleep anywhere but look floors. I don't.
I wouldn't eat any of the food either.
Yeah, don't eat any of the food. Don't say yes to taking a room, and we're gonna be as.
Don't write your name in the book. Write
Don't
somebody
write my name in
else's.
the book.
Don't
Goes over
worry.
to the book,
We don't do
writes
that
his.
either.
I don't want to stay here anyway.
Yeah,
I forgot
Jen.
to ask when we got out of the suits. Do I smell anything weird in here? Like,
Burnt toast.
Yeah.
oh great, I'm having a
Everyone give
stroke.
me an identify taste smell. That's a roll, everyone, and they all took levels at it because they all found it funny and amusing.
They all found it funny and amusing. Hey, look, come on.
I feel called out here, damn it.
I feel a little called out. You don't have to do that, man. Come on.
No,
It was
I
just
took
very
it because
in
I'm a
character.
doctor.
I took it because I'm a tracker.
Sure, I
Jan
justify
can
it
taste
with
when you
whatever
put the
ways you
coriander
like.
in certain foods, and like she likes to identify the nuances. So.
See, they have
I
reasons,
took it-
but that's all.
I have
lie.
eaten actual animal
I
poop to
took
try
it-
and find something before.
I took it
And
because
it
my
failed.
character is dumb enough to put things in his mouth that he shouldn't.
They all have reasons.
None of these exploded.
That's a pity.
Don't worry, I'm
All of
exploding.
mine no, I'm just kidding. 2 of mine exploded.
None of mine did.
Ah.
All right, we're gonna give the Rook a moment further, while I take a look at something here.
Okay.
Why do I keep forgetting numbers? There we go. This is why I'm writing them all down.
Yeah, I put my most recent roll in my notes.
Okay, your reaction awareness is 1.3.
Oh, that's mine.
Your reaction awareness is 1.9. Your reaction awareness is also 1.9. Interesting. What's yours? 1.3 as well? Interesting. And 0.
Oh, God!
Delicious.
So...
Okay, Vaughn, what was your roll?
Wait, where is reaction awareness?
It's in your abilities.
24.2.
24.2.
I don't like my odds.
24.6.
24.6. Harvey.
God, where is... There it is. 13.6.
13.6. Magnificent Jan.
11.5.
11.5 in Chance.
Also, I got a 12.6 on mine.
12.6. You can all smell it. You can all know it's there. The scent of blood. That's very specific and particular taste of copper in the air. And as you sense, except for you, Jan, as you all hear the music pace picking up in speed, that smell grows and thickens in your nostrils, to the point where, Davin and Rook, you can genuinely taste it in the air. You open your mouth and immediately copper.
Davin will, with practice, close his mouth and breathe only through his nose. He's very familiar with the scent of blood.
It's coming from the ballroom.
I think at this moment, Brando would be regretting the PB&J. Harvey, crap! I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen.
It's fine.
It happens.
Can we just close the doors and move on?
There are no doors to the
No,
ballroom.
we have our orders. Davin is going to have to look.
My first response, instinct after tasting and smelling the blood is to immediately look over all my teammates and make them say their status. Status.
Doing
Jan's
well.
gonna say, you know, The Shining's a fun movie to watch in Halloween time and spooky season, but I really didn't want to be in it.
Welcome to the SCP.
I didn't think
Davin will approach the ballroom door.
Status, Davin.
There are no doors again. There are no doors. Wide open space.
Right open.
Goes
He's going
right
to
into
approach
the
the
back.
ballroom. Not enter, but just look in and examine everyone.
There are
Feels like ghost ship.
dozens of people dancing inside
Oh
the
my!
center
I
of
just
this
saw that
ballroom,
movie yesterday.
moving around in circles with each other. The music playing feverishly. You can see the single pianist just tapping away at all these ivory keys, and you can even hear the small little taps coming from the raw bone on ivory key, from where his fingers have pressed so hard that the flesh is peeling away. Little pieces of blood are sparking off of his fingers as he continues excitingly tapping at these keys. The people in the center are all spinning in this congruent and very fluid motions around and around and around and around, and you can see the floor itself beginning to be covered in more and more bloody footprints as they stamp down on the grounds, leaving a gooey imprint of their own foot on the ground.
Are D classes in there?
Give me an awareness. You can all do that if you'd like.
Yeah.
1.3 perception.
Awareness. I gotta move the position of this at some point.
Explosion! Oh, double explosion.
Sorry, what was the roll again?
Awareness reaction.
I got 2 explosions also. Ooh.
There's no real perception roll, and that's the best one.
Alright, and so D10 explodes into
2d12s.
Yeah.
2d12s, yeah.
And it's only 1 d10 if it's a d8, right?
Yes, yeah, only 1d10. 12s are the one you only get 2 of.
I got 2
That was a sentence, I promise.
exploded though.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a 7.
Yeah, I'm finally rolling something.
Also, next time I will have a background.
I hate how polar my rolls are.
Oh, I feel your pain.
No, I'm exploding, but my other dice are 1s and 2s.
I feel your pain.
Davin, what you get?
9.9.
9.9. Rook.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, fudge buckets! I didn't.
Harvey.
Okay.
7.
Keep rolling. 7. Jan?
17.3.
17.3. Chance?
21.3.
21.3.
I had a double explosion.
When you get a nat 20,
It's just not a
I
success.
roll more.
No.
Cool.
No. You just succeed. Okay. For Davin and Harvey, I would like the two of you to give me resist distress.
Oh,
Actually,
why
no.
you gotta be so...
At this point, I need a self-control.
Oh.
That's new.
Yeah, I need a little bit of a change. For the other three, there is a D class in there. He's in the middle. He's dancing with some woman wearing a sundress of some kind, moving in circles. He looks smiling, happy. But Chance, only you see the tears streaming down his eyes and the redness, the true redness and sadness behind them.
Wait.
Davin and Harvey, what'd you get? You're muted, Davin.
Well, we found a boyo.
22.3.
22.3. Harvey, self-control, what'd you get?
I got a 11.9.
11.9. Okay, still good enough. The two of you, your pulse quickens as you engage and see these aren't people. Some of them are dancing even without legs right now. They're just being twirled around without the bottom portion of their torso by their partner. Their partners themselves even have... One of them have one eye, one of them have two eyes, some of them have their eyes dangling out of it, some of them have no lips, a few of them even have no teeth. It is as though you have seen a bunch of bodies exhumed from their graves, and like they are dancing around on this platform itself. The two of you take 5 points of damage. This is mental damage.
Oh, that would be to our cognitive?
That would just be straight HP. Your
Oh,
armor's
okay,
not
yeah.
going around this at all.
Oh.
No armor reduction, you're just taking 5 points.
I hate doing math,
Psychic
but it's
damage.
so late in the afternoon.
Psychic damage!
So, minus 5 plus 1, 20.
DSP's in like November.
Sometimes my brain does not number.
I feel that pain. It doesn't help we have decimals here, so...
Yeah, it's a little bit harder. For Harvey and Davin, the two of you will not be able to react. You're frozen in your space. Chance, Jan, and Rook, though. What are the three of you doing?
Jan's gonna point out, which I think Chance already did, that the D class that's in the middle there. And
Theme release!
The what?
In this case, the sound would be bone scraping on the dance floor. A nice shrill squeak from bone on hardwood floor.
Hey, so our boy in there's crying the silent tears. I don't think he wants to
Wait,
be
he's
in there
crying?
anymore. I don't think he wants to
can
be
see
in
he's
there
crying?
anymore. I can
You
see
can
he's crying. I don't.
He can.
no, yeah, no, it's in character.
That's in character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got his eyes are all red and bloodshot. He's been crying his eyes out over there, but he's still got that smile on his face. So I don't think we should step foot over that threshold. I get the feeling we might get the dancing plague.
I would cry too if I were dancing with those.
You know,
the two of you, give me self-control.
Okay.
I am gonna put in earplugs.
Yeah, I was about to say either Harvey would, because he would want to do one of two things. He would immediately pull out his hand again, pull up the notepad, write another slash. Afterwards, he would then start trying to figure out what's going on, and I think he would put it in his earbuds next. Because from what he's read, he likes to read old stories, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, Catholicism, Latin, old Germanic, this type of histories. And one of the things that he does, can I do a?
You can. I was going to give it to you. I mean, you're writing it into the backstory of your character. I love it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, because he likes to read about ancient mythos a lot, and that's one of the things he thinks about a lot. And so he remembers a story about, I don't remember if it's Celtic or if it is Greek, but there are nymphs in the forest that can play music that enthrall their captive audience, dance eternally, and so on and so forth. And I don't remember where it originates from personally, but I
It's
do
Greek.
know.
In Celtic, it's the Fae.
Thank you. So he would be very wary of the music and the dancing, and that would kind of give him a red flag and be like, maybe those two tie in together.
Perfect. Everyone take a reverence point for that.
Booyah.
Booyah. Reverence point, everyone. Reverence points can be spent in one of two ways for this. We're not using one of the ways they can do it, which is drama cards. That's more for long-term campaigns. The other two ways, though, they can spend 2 reverence points to re-roll any roll they make. Or they can spend 6 to increase the maximum HP by 7. And let me tell you, the playtesters, oh boy, did they have debates with themselves on how to spend those points. Very well. Very good, Harvey. Excellent. Jan and Chance, what were your rolls?
I had a... Oh, I forgot to write this one down. I got a 15.
15?
Yeah. I have no modifiers for this one.
And I got an 8.7.
An 8.7.
I rolled good.
I also got a 1 on my D6.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
You take a step forward. You feel the want and the desire to take another step forward, but you don't. You stop, you control your right foot and keep it planted where it's at, only to see Jan continuing that step, moving forward into the center area. One of these figures disappear as Jan is swept very violently along with this quickened pace.
Too late for me to grab Jan?
Too late for you to grab Jan, but I will introduce an outside of initiative actions on this. I would like a 2-action basis description of how your characters are going to react to Jan being swept away inside this dance floor. Jan, you lost your roll. Unfortunately, you're out of control.
I rolled as good as I could without exploding.
I know.
Use your reverence points, damn it!
They got thrown into the giant group of dancing people, right?
They walked into the group and met up with a dancer who has now swept them into it and is moving them into the center of this field itself. So, let's do this in a round action formation. Vaughn, triggering you. 2 actions worth. What are you doing?
I'm going to, upon seeing this, immediately attempt to jump in and grab her.
Okay, perfect. You'd be jumping in and trying to grab her. Rook, you?
I'm gonna just walk in.
Just gonna walk in? Okay, give me a self-control
My
roll.
earplugs. With my earplugs.
Good to know. Still give me a self-control roll. Harvey?
Okay, he's... Wait, does he already have his earplugs in, or does he still have to do that?
You already have your earplugs in? You've narrated that. That's happened.
Okay, he would immediately try to run over towards, or at least make his way around the group towards the pianist.
Around the group towards the pianist. Perfect. Chance.
Yes, both runs. Just.
I'm going to turn to Rook and ask, do we have permission to engage? Oh, do we have permission to engage? Shit.
She doesn't hear that. Chance, you look over and you see Rook doing what they're doing, and your chance is spent on that. So Harvey and Davin. Actually, no, Davin. Davin, from you, I need a wrestle. I need a wrestle disarm.
Wrestle.
From you, Harvey,
Wrestle.
I would very much love just a fate roll.
Why with the fate rolls? Why with the fate roll? Okay.
Jan,
Chance.
I'm guessing, is now...
Jan is now smiling.
Okay.
Following along with the dancing. Chance, I'm gonna make you give me an awareness reaction roll though. I'm not gonna make your chance go to waste. I'm still gonna give you something.
Alrighty.
I'm going to spend 2 reverence points to roll one of my dice.
You can re-roll any number of dice you want when you spend reverence points.
Oh, any number of dice.
Any number of dice you want.
Okay.
You're spending 2 reverence points to do that. So you can re-roll the whole thing if you'd like.
So
or just the ones that are under max rolls?
Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing.
Yeah, you could do that too, if you'd like.
Do they still explode if you use exertion to roll them?
They sure do, yes.
Oh, yes.
Exertion is a little different. Exertion adds a d12 to your roll.
He is
Only
a
if
fair
it is
god.
With strength, dexterity, health, and willpower. I'm trying to kill you all. I'm not going to be unfair with things.
Just a straight fate roll, nothing else.
With exertion, can we say that we add that after we find out if we succeed or fail, or is it a before we find out if we succeed or fail type of thing?
How's the table feel? How do you feel about that? What are our thoughts?
I always like the gamble.
Say that again, my brain was farting. I was doing math.
The gamble beforehand from Harvey. Let's call it either way.
I like either way as well.
Either way?
Okay.
If you would like to personally only give me that chance, or only do your exertion before you roll, choose to do that. But if you want to use your exertion after the roll, if you want that extra leniency of grace, by all means go for it.
Okay. I was just doing math in my head, so I didn't hear what the question was.
Exertion. When to use exertion.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
If it's before we find out if we fail or after we find out we fail.
Choose for yourself. I mean, choose how you want to play. If we're all comfortable with everyone kind of making that decision for themselves, then let's go for that.
Okay.
I actually thought, because I don't want to undo what just happened, but can I use an exertion point to possibly
keep that in mind? Keep that in mind. Let's get through what's going on with everyone else. Davin, what was your wrestle?
10.
10. Okay. Rook.
My self-control was a... Sorry, I lost the math. So, 30.9.
30.9. Perfect. Davin, I'm going to need you to make a self-control roll now as well. You failed on your roll. Harvey, you walking around. I didn't make you do a roll.
Yes, you did.
I did? I did make you do a roll.
Fate.
Thank you. Did I?
I'm going to be that kid
Fate.
that's like, you did give me homework.
General Fate, yes. I remember now.
I got a 19.
19. Magnificent. Chance.
On my awareness roll, I have 14.3.
14.3.
I had
Perfect.
No explosions.
No explosions. Very unfortunate. Davin, what was your self-control roll?
14.3.
14.3. You run in. You grab hold of the back end of Jan's clothes just as they're being swept away into it, but they are ripped from your grasp very quickly. Feeling the want and the desire to join in as well, you almost reach out and grab hold of the hands of the dancing position of another person, another ghost inside this field, but resist your control as soon as Rook just walks in. Straight through some of these figures as they pass through Rook in almost a misty formation. She steps into the center, where Jan is now spinning in circles, spinning and spinning and spinning. It's not the D-class personnel. No, the D-class personnel passed right through Jan as she was walking through. Chance, you would have seen that. very clearly.
Well, that's spooky.
Harvey, as soon as you reach the stage... Actually, as soon as you reach the stage, I need one more roll before I can tell you what happens here. And I need it from Jan. Jan, you know what's going on right now. You can feel everything. You can feel your feet slamming against the ground. It hurts. You are in pain with how much is moving on. Your muscles are beginning to ache. You can feel some of them popping inside your body. Take 5 damage. And if you'd like, you can spend an exertion to roll self-control again. As you are seeing the face of Rook over and over and over and over and over again as you were spinning in circles and circles and circles and circles. What's your roll?
Is it just the D8 with spending that, or should I add the D12 with the
Add the
exertion
D12
thing?
as well. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness. That is... You said self-control?
Indeeders.
18 point... Or wait. Yes, 18.7. I got an 11 on the 12.
11. Oh, that's a good number. Just as Harvey is stepping onto the first step to get onto the stage, everyone on the dance floor dissipates and disappears as Jan, you gain control again, and you hear this painstaking pressing of the keys from the pianist as he slows down. And you, Chance, with your awareness, you can see he is muttering something under his breath. He is saying something. And it's a
What's he
repeating
saying?
pattern. You can't hear it. You need to step closer.
Shit.
But the dance floor is now empty. And that taste of copper, that smell of blood, it's gone. There's no blood on the dance floor. There's nothing. Every single one of the dancers has just vanished. And Jan, the world may be spinning, but in front of you, spinning with it is Rook.
Jan's gonna stumble out of it and then just fall on her knees and, like, hands on the floor and start, like, breathing heavily and, like, trying not to sob. Mildly freaking out, just...
Brooke
Davin's
would
going...
reach out and like try to catch her, and
You do.
for the first time isn't snarky with Jan. Is actually genuinely just holding you.
And Davin comes to her side as well, doing the usual medic thing of making sure she's all right.
The two things that are left.
Davin, give me a roll first, anatomy. Go on, Harvey. What were we saying?
The two things that were left are the Yeah, is the pianist still there?
He is. He's the only figure left. Even the D-class personnel's vanished. He's the only figure left.
Walk up to it and with my prosthetic hand, kind of try to nudge him around, like to kind of turn him around?
Yeah, let's get to that in a second, though. Rook, just 1 second. I want to get to hear what Chance is doing. Chance?
Since Harvey is already going to put his hand on him, I am going to aim my assault rifle straight at the pianist, and I am going to cross the room as far as I can to get myself into the optimal distance in case anything happens.
Into the optimal distance, okay. Taking aim. I'm going to consider you an aim stance right now for that.
Yeah.
Rook.
Oh, I was just wondering if I could do an empathy roll.
Yeah, absolutely. Do an empathy roll.
Oh. Would I have been able to... Sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Would I have been able to tell that I was passing through some of them?
Yes, you would have been able to. Give me...
Okay.
I wanna roll for this, actually. I wanna entice a roll from you. What do I want? I want an intuition. Give me an intuition, Jan. For Davin, Rook, and Jan, keep your numbers in mind. While Harvey, You
also.
Oh yeah, go for it, Chance. No, go for it.
I was just gonna say while this is going on, just kind of as a precaution against what we just saw, Chance is gonna be over there humming show tunes to himself.
Cool. I'll make note and I'll consider that.
I was going to
resist distress.
I was going to do that when I stepped in, but it was already taken care of by the time I did. So.
Mm-hmm. Harvey, when you take your prosthetic hand, it grabs hold of something solid. And when you pull, his body moves very freely. But as soon as your hand slips away, it just slips right back to where it was. But you do get the chance to see that he's muttering something.
Am I close enough to hear that yet?
You said you're taking an optimal distance away, moving away from being able to hear it. So no.
I'm just wondering, he's on stage, so.
He's on stage, yes, but he's muttering it. From an optimal distance away with an assault rifle, that's 15 hexes, which a hex is a meter. That's 3 feet.
Yeah, you're not going to hear crazy
You're not
people
going to hear that. Yeah.
You're not going to hear
not
crazy
from that
people.
distance.
I beg to differ.
That's a good question, though, Chance. Thank you for asking it.
I go to take off one of my earplugs.
That's why I started humming.
You take off one of your earplugs. Do you get closer? You can hear him.
Can I hear him? Before I get closer, I flick my wrist out, get the notepad ready, and I lean in.
Not again. He's here again. He's here again. He's here again.
I back
He's
away.
Here again. Roll resist distress. Davin, what did you get? And Rook.
19.
19. Okay, consider that a success. Jan, consider it a success. Rook?
25.
25. Success. Jan, that's a success. Jan, what'd you get?
You said intuition?
Yes.
14.9.
14.9. You would have known that they were passing through you. You would have felt your blood chilling, your bones going cold, your muscles not wanting to move. Had you not been controlled at that point, it would have been very uncomfortable. Your friends
She's gonna
have
start
succeeded.
kind of like.
Yeah. So your friends have succeeded. The two of you have succeeded in what you're doing, but I'm going to leave it to RP. But the mathematics for the rolls, Jan, take into consideration, they have succeeded.
Which was their rolls again? I'm sorry.
I did an.
I was checking to make sure you were all right, like health-wise, not mental-wise.
Empathy, you would know Jan is thoroughly like freaked out. She's kind of rubbing to try and like get the feeling of the cold chill away from her, and sobbing, and then also just sort of going, I thought prom dancing with Dennis was bad enough. This is the worst.
I'm removing my hoodie and putting it on you while you're freaking out.
Deep breath
she's
now.
gonna
Come on.
hold it and go, thank you. I guess papers, SCPs on paper, a lot different. Very different. And she would look like she probably to Davin looks like shaking, like her muscles are like, you know, kind of sore, and like that at that after exertion kind of that sort of thing going on.
I'm gonna hand you my canteen. My canteen has a little extra electrolytes in it. Take a drink of this, Jan. It's got a little extra electrolytes in it. It should help you a little bit. Just take a drink, fill your mouth, swallow it, fill your mouth again, swallow it, and then breathe.
She's gonna take a drink, do that, and then like do like, okay, breathing exercises and kind of get herself back under control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, Rook isn't talking because earplugs is just not going to risk it, and it's just kind of like trying to warm you up. Is oddly just like willing to hug you, which is not what you would have expected at all. And now, instead of being in like a hoodie and like cargo pants that was all black, they're in a black t-shirt.
Okay.
And their arms are scarred.
Scarred?
Like, scarred.
Okay.
Chance and Harvey.
Alright.
What were your rolls?
For which?
I have 18.3.
Yes. 18.3 for Chance, Harvey for both.
Okay, so for the willpower, I got a... Oh, yeah, it was just straight willpower.
Yep.
I used a exertion, it failed.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got a 3 on that one. But I got a 7 and a 6, so that's 13 for the willpower. And then for the awareness, I got an 18.
An 18, okay.
Oh, wait, no, 16. 16. I got 2 8s.
16. From your...
Oh, wait, that's an 8. Oh, crap. I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So that's a big... Nope, still a 16.
Still a 16.
Medium oof.
For you, Chance, when you see this, you see it through your red dot sight. When you're looking through your rifle in this aim stance, looking around, in this room, you can tell it's going up at least 3 floors. It's domed at the top with a nice ornate painting at the top area of it. Nothing of recognition, per se. You'd have to do some very specific things for that, but your attention is drawn to the fact that your red dot disappears for a split moment and then reappears. And examining the doorknob, your red laser sight, the red dot itself on the wall, the far wall you're looking at. And then examining that location very specifically, you notice it disappeared because there's blood on the handle. It's red. It's covering up the red dot itself. There's a backstage door that you can see from your angle that you now notice has blood on its handle. You, Harvey, you will notice the same thing, but in a different way. You being on the stage next to the pianist himself, who has again begun to pick up his pace on his piano playing. And its fingers, you can see it's the bones on keys again starting to happen, but you can see there's a blood trail that you're standing in.
A trail? I look towards where the trail is coming, and also, because I know he's starting to play music, try putting the earpiece back in.
Putting the earpiece back in, you can tell the blood trail is coming from exactly where you're standing, but it's leading towards a door to the backstage.
I back away from the stage.
Now, for your earpieces, actually, we can very easily consider this as you reaching up, touching the earpieces for your radios, and turning on pass-through off.
Oh, so that way I can have my...
So you can still have your radio. Let's make it an option. Why not? Otherwise, you have to be removing your earpieces.
It is now.
It is now.
Because then I would let them know, like, there is a trail that leads off.
My Bluetooth earbuds can do it, so can yours.
I approve because Chance doesn't even have earplugs, but he does have a radio headset.
So if you would all like,
I don't think I have earplugs either.
But you do have your radio headset, so you can turn pass-through off on your radio headsets.
I'm still gonna keep humming show tunes.
Sound
Are
cancellation
the
turned
radio
on.
headsets like a push to talk thing, or do we all just hear the show tunes being
It'll
hummed?
recognize. You can all hear the show tunes being hummed. You can all hear it, but you can no longer hear the
suggest we all
pianist.
switch channels.
You can see his fingers moving, but you can't hear it anymore. It's quiet for the first time, except for the show tunes playing, which I don't have show tunes cues. I'm sorry. And Harvey did say that he notifies you to the blood trail.
If Jan is all right, I'm going to go ahead and investigate that blood trail.
Jan's gonna offer Rook back the hoodie and go, thank you. I think I'm okay.
Should have brought the blanket.
Security blanket.
It was one of the items I left behind.
Same.
We're underwater. Who's gonna need a blanket?
That was my thought too.
Apparently.
Hey, a lead line blanket would be pretty nice right down here. Weighted, X-ray proof.
Lead line blanket. Oh, yeah, it would be. You all gather up towards the door.
Investigating the blood trail.
I don't like this.
Who wants to open the door?
I will.
Not
Okay,
Jan.
cool. What's your formation like? So Rook's in the front. We know that. They're opening the door.
I'll be right behind her. Him, sorry.
I'd be right behind Davin.
Behind Davin.
Chance should be kind of off to the side with his assault rifle where he's got a clear line of sight. And where if he climbs up to the right, there won't be anyone.
Good.
Jan's
good,
gonna
good
be
thoughts.
like between the off to the side, I guess, and the
Doesn't want to be the very back, but
yeah, doesn't want to be the very back, but does not want to be in the front.
But doesn't want to be in the front. Alright. Rook, give me a fate roll.
Ooh, I am good at this.
I suddenly needed snacks.
I've just been eating beef jerky, and so far, I can feel
Hi,
it.
River.
Hey, River.
She just plopped herself in my lap. That's okay. So with a 16, 8, 28, 28 'cause it's a flat roll.
28 because it's a flat roll. I would like everyone at this point now, because of that, to give me intuition rolls.
My favorite.
Not my best.
I'm not very good at this.
I'm quite exceptional at this.
Good news,
five.
everybody.
Good news, everybody. We're
Right,
dead.
A handful of Twizzlers or red vines in their hand, just it's like stress
Why
eating, stress food.
Why do I keep rolling really
I'm-
good with the intelligence ones, but of course the resist distress, it's like
I'm annoyed. I meant to get the actual Twizzlers instead of the red vine ones because I prefer red vines if I'm getting this style.
Why do you hate me, Dice? Why do you hate me? I'm going to replace you. You know what? I'm replacing you. You are now this one. You are now this one. And
you are now
you,
a true tabletop player.
You. Fuck you.
See this?
Damn it, color combos
This
don't
is from
work now.
yesterday's session. It's full of dice.
that
I
the
rolled
dice
ones
jail?
for me. Yeah.
You are now that one. There you are.
I haven't
There.
added any today. I haven't had to actually roll yet.
Where's my other? I'm missing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no,
Alright.
that is. Oh crap! You have to stay. That sucks.
Davin, what'd you get?
I got a 16.
16. Excellent. Rook.
23.5.
23.5. Harvey.
11.1.
11.1. Jan.
18.9.
18.9. Chance.
8.1.
8.1. All right. I'm being preemptive. I'm going to need to resist distress now.
Of course.
My guy is going to have to need either more coffee or cigarettes after this.
Yeah, it's a pity you gave your cigarettes away.
I did it for a reason. I didn't want the submarine to go boom. Do you want the submarine to go boom?
You know, I would have made a really short miniseries.
Hey guys, guess what? I have a brilliant idea. Click. Intelligence.
River, you could just stay in my lap forever.
Oh,
this one.
River.
He has.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a neat one. Okay, so we start with this one. We go to these two. Fuck the yellow because it's been killing me. Okay, purple and green. You got
This
me.
is
Give me
why
a
I have
parachute.
50 plus dice for each kind of dice.
Okay, okay. You both suck. All right, no, I'm just kidding. I got a number.
Okay, you got yourselves a number. Perfect, wonderful. Vaughn, what would your number be?
Don't patronize me.
21.2.
21.2. That's a good roll. Rook.
27.7.
27.7. Way to outdo it. Harvey.
17.
17. Come on, you can do better.
That is that. I don't have willpower.
What? I'm sorry, I missed that we were rolling.
Resist distress.
That was
Oh shit.
And
Okay,
explosion.
sorry.
Preemptive.
Move on.
Chance.
That was with an
Mm.
That was with an
10.6.
explosion.
Yeah, I got it.
Never mind. I changed my mind, Harvey. You've done quite well with yours. Chance.
Should I
come on now.
should I exert that?
That's a decision for your character.
It is entirely a decision for your character, being the one with the assault rifle and the only real damage dealer. Do you want to?
Yes.
Okay, give me an exertion. Jan, you look stressed.
0.6.
0.6? Okay,
I made a
Jan.
mistake with this character, I guess.
Jan, I need a self-control from you as well, then.
This is why I at least put because like you told me the minimum is 4 dice, right? So my brain went, all right, 3, 8, 1, 10.
Oh my gosh.
That's like the optimal amount.
I did this on purpose. I wanted somebody who'd be terrified.
I love it. It's great. For the 0.6, everyone take a reference point for them rolling a 0.6, because that is so on character.
It's true to character.
It is so on character.
When
haven't
can we
been rolling the
spend
6
them
for
for
that.
the health increase?
For the health,
6.
whenever you want. If you
How
have
much of an
6,
increase is it?
7.
We're supposed to be rolling a d6 for everything we don't or aren't
Yes.
skillful in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna prompt you for that because it'll take too much time.
you forgot.
On things.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna do 2 of them just because I know
when I
I've
do
done
the
at
review
least
on this as
one.
well, Brando, I can send you a list of things you rolled that you didn't have, that I saw that you didn't have skills on as well. Because I will review this.
I'm going to also change the colors for those so that way I know those are the ones
Do
choosing.
it. Nice. Chance. Reroll?
Well, I rolled exertion to add a.
Oh, add a d12.
Yeah, and I rolled a 3, so I went from what was that 10.6 up to 13.6.
You know what? That's better. That is better.
Yeah.
I still need a self-control from you, but that is better.
Oh,
Jan, what was your self-control?
2.7.
Oh,
Both of those are willpower, and I only have a D8. Jan's having a time.
Explosion!
Explosion!
It is her first mission.
I'm surprised you haven't had a heart attack.
Ooh.
Don't give the newbie ideas.
Hey,
Nah,
look, I'm only hoping
she's
to win the
healthy.
bet.
She's healthy. Her heart's decent.
Takes notes in an organ harvester.
Davin knows how to do CPR, so don't worry.
All right, Chance, what was your self-control?
17.1. I had an explosion.
Oh boy, that's a good one. Okay, you're good. You will be considered stunned. So, after this narration, whatever your reaction is, you will be stunned for a while.
Delayed 1 turn?
Delayed 1 turn. 2 seconds there. Because you did fail the distress roll. So.
Big surprise there.
Yeah. Will you open up this door?
Oh.
The inside opens up to the blood trail continuing on to a body that is sat on its rear end. The ribcage has been ripped open. You can see very cleanly the back end of its spinal column and the formation of the same D-class personnel that you saw dancing on the floor. His lungs, his heart, his intestines, everything has been removed. The intestines have been formed over him, kind of like a little tent. The rest of his organs formed inside little fashions, stationed up with pieces of sticks, whatever they could find around, to make it look like a bit of a menagerie of some kind. And just at the base of the feet of this D-class personnel inside this water closet that is filled with brooms, with other little cleaning materials and supplies, is this ginger-haired, freckled, plump-cheeked boy. His hands covered in blood. In his left hand he holds the heart, and his right hand he holds a lung. And as this door creaks open, with all of you formed around on the other side of it, he looks up and over at you with these bright, bright green eyes, smiles and says,
"Oh, are you here to play with me?"
And goes, oh God. Pukes all over.
I think that's actually a good place to close for the night. Just before they roll initiative.
Isn't that great?
Isn't that great?
Cliffhangers.
Cliffhangers. What a wonderful time.
You know, Murray, you were on the white list for hands that I do not munch. You have now left that list.
Hands you do not munch?
Yes. You were on the safe list. Now I have revoked that privilege. Let me just...
Do not pet the slime is what he's saying.
Slime needs hands.
You used to be able to pet the slime, now you can't.
I need to go find the book. No, you do not. I'm going to go find the book. I found the book. See? Hold up. I never set up this PNG. I never set this one up. That's fine.
Jan, when she pukes, does try to not aim it at anybody.
Off to the side.
She aims away from everybody, but she does absolutely lose the entire contents of her stomach.
Yeah, she failed the rules.
PB&J's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yep. That gross peanut buttery puke.
Well, hey.
Can I roll a taste smell perception, and that's up to you to decide which is which?
I'll make you do that at the top of initiative next time round.
No, please don't.
Thank
you,
everyone, for joining us for this wonderful first part of this mini-series in the SCP-TTRPG. There is one lovely little thing that I don't have to say out loud in words. I can just put it inside descriptions. But please do note that every single piece of this material is in accordance to the originate from the SCP Wiki. All of their D-class personnel, all their other stuff, that's all them. The permissions with the purposes added in the value of the source content via voice acting, graphic design, animation, and illustration, that's all us. But all of this, it belongs in the Creative Commons, so you can do whatever you want with it. You can take this idea and you can publish it yourself if you'd like. That's part of doing stuff with the SCP. It's a Creative Commons thing. We're okay with that because we love this world. Good grief, we love this universe.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
The bigger it gets, the better.
The bigger it gets, the better. Join us next week at 7 p.m. MT for part 2 of this wonderful little mini-series as they are just getting started in what they are doing here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We love you very, very much. Genuinely hope you had a hoot. And we'll see you.
We're all gonna die.
Yep, we're dead.
They're all gonna die.
Just go.
Stick around.
You're all gonna die.